What up? Top of the top. Y'all niggas already know. Y'all know what time it is. Good morning to the fam. We up early with it. Shout out to the bros and the sis on the pull-up. I'm gonna let the family get in here. You heard? And I'm about to get into it because we're gonna have a good show today. I got a good show for y'all today. You understand? And I'm not gonna spend too much time on a bunch of nothing. We're gonna have a good show. You heard? That's how we're gonna do it today. So like I said, we're gonna get into some things. Let everybody pull up. It's Monday. It's the 11th. We about to get into it. 4NOFAME Prime Time, episode 15. Machine Gun Kelly turns back white. You dig? We're going to get into the Red Bull crisis in America, cocaine in the can, a.k.a. Molly Juice. We're going to talk about how damn near the whole America hooked on Red Bull. You understand? We're going to talk about that. Then I got to also get into, I got to touch up on a little bit of BMF, because what I'm understanding, and I'm pretty sure what everybody else is figuring it out, like the BMF went through different transitions, but when they got to Atlanta, there wasn't the Black Mafia family no more. They were just blowing money fast. You dig? And basically when they got to ATL, they turned into the BMF Goofy gang. You dig? Because when they was in Atlanta, that's really what brought Big Meech down, and a lot of that goofy ATL shit. I'm gonna be real with you. All them billboards, all them niggas wanna be rappers, niggas making them hot. That was them ATL niggas, you know what I'm saying? So by the time Big Meech went to jail, he was just BMF blowing money fast. It was no more Black Mafia family at that point. They was not moving like no mafia, you know what I'm saying? It was like party boys, but all them niggas made them hot, and that's why niggas like Jeezy still out rapping. Because when BMF went to Atlanta, they became blowing money fast, a.k.a. the Goofy gang. You feel me? Because a lot of ATL niggas, they be on that goofy shit. I'm going to be real. So we're going to touch on that. And then we also going to get into, you know, some fuckery that's going on. We got the Tasha K and Young Pharaoh distraction, and I'm going to speak on that. And I'm going to prove my point on everything I say. So like I said, thanks everybody for pulling up. And we got some more shit to get into. Like I say, first I'm gonna get into this nigga M.G.K. I'm gonna get into the white boy. You feel me? And we know hip hop don't got shit to do with no race. But we not gonna let niggas like Machine Gun Kelly slide like that. He not gonna get away that easy. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, and which y'all already know. People love to use black culture when it's convenient. You see? Everybody wanna be a nigga until it ain't cool to be a nigga. You understand? That's the world we living in. It always been like that. You see, everybody want to be black, but nobody don't really want to be black. You know what I'm saying? They only want to be black when it's convenient. You feel me? But when it start coming to that struggle, that real shit, they don't want to be black no more. And that's the case with M.G.K, because we know that hip hop is not selling. Rap music is not selling. It is not moving at all. And we already know that Eminem eated Machine Gun Kelly and destroyed that boy's career. Eminem destroyed this nigga career so bad to the point where Machine Gun Kelly is now doing punk rock, but we already know that probably was already in his DNA anyway. And if anybody know about punk rock, it's like suspect rock and roll. It's like rock and roll, but my point is that punk rock scene, it's a lot of weirdo shit go around that punk rock shit. But you also got to understand, when hip hop first started, a lot of that hip hop shit was intertwined and mixed with punk rock. A lot of rappers did their first shows at punk rock clubs, shit like that. That's why I was telling y'all before, hip hop been on some suspect shit, and them niggas know that. That's why you're gonna see it back in the day, Melly Mel, Furious Fox, all them, put it like this, any rapper that was wearing them fucking costumes and shit, them niggas was hanging around them punk rockers. And that's why I was trying to tell y'all, this hip hop shit always has suspect activity. That shit ain't nothing new. That shit ain't nothing new. You understand? It's nothing new. And I'm gonna prove all that today. And through Machine Gun Kelly, he's showing you how being that his hip-hop career is not working, he's going right back to punk rock. And being that he's going back to punk rock, he's showing suspect activity. Basically, he out the closet right now. That's what I'm going to say. He out the closet. You dig what I'm saying? Even though he so-called got a girl or whatever, but he out the closet, period. You know what I'm saying? And we going to prove it today. And we going to show how everybody want to be black till it ain't cool to be black. Everybody want to be lit or they want to be in the in crowd until that shit ain't cool no more. That's why I don't fuck with fads and I don't fuck with followers. You dig? Followers they like temporary flunkies. That's it. Followers are to be disposed of. That's all they for. Because they the people that can't think for themselves and they gonna always want to be a part of the action. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna show you how niggas like, see now let's look at Eminem. We know Eminem really was from 8 Mile. He really was from Detroit. You dig? Eminem really come from that cloth of poverty. So we gotta understand that Eminem was never trying to be black. Eminem comes from poverty. Yeah, we know about the raps he did when he was young. We know that. But that's rap music. But my point is, when Eminem got serious as a rapper, he focused on his craft. He was surrounded by Proof, which we know was a real nigga from the street. So we know Eminem had a real stamp, a real cosigner. We also know that Eminem paid his dues in the battle rap field in Detroit, and then he took his battle rap talent on the road to battle niggas. We know he battled niggas in New York, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? He was with the Outsiders. He was putting his work in. Eminem put his work in his fucking rap shit. You can't take nothing from him. Only when he started going on into his career, when he crossed over, he started doing all that goofy clown shit. That's why he ain't want to rap no more. That's why Eminem said, fuck that shit, because he knew he couldn't just be himself no more. And they wanted him to be that poster boy for the blonde hair, blue-eyed white boys. And he ain't want to do all that. All Eminem wanted to do was just do his music. But they ain't want him to just do his music. So he said, fuck, and just fell all the way back. And then that's when you had clown niggas like M.G.K. trying to take Eminem's spot. Like you'll see the past couple years since Eminem been retired, they've been trying to get another white boy to fill his shoes, but it just can't work. It's not going to happen because they didn't find a white boy that was bred and raised like Eminem. You see what I'm saying? There's no more white boys raised like Eminem from that cloth because he was a natural white boy raised amongst black people in poverty. It wasn't no front with his lifestyle. Then Eminem got on and told you his lifestyle. That's why I told you niggas, once a man tell you his truth, there's really nothing you can say. Once a man tell you his truth and he's standing and walk his path, he got to walk his path. That's what he showed you in the 8 Mile. Eminem showed you his path on how he got to where he at. You see, when you got niggas like Machine Gun Kelly, he don't got no path, or he not going to show you his path because 9 times out of 10, he going to have some suspect activity in his path on how he got where he was at. Like, we know Machine Gun Kelly at one point was dealing with who? Bad Boy Records. And we know Bad Boy is in a lot of suspect activity, and we heard a lot of funny shit about them. So we know this. You understand? We know this. But I'm going to show you how even Puff was willing to co-sign M.G.K. and his fuckery because he thought he was going to have him another Eminem. Or maybe Puff could have just liked it, the boy, and just signed him to the label. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Either way, that's not the point. The point is niggas want to be black until it ain't convenient to be black. That's why so many people have came in and raped the culture. Niggas come in and rape the culture, they get the money and they don't do nothing for the hood. That's why the hood's still looking dry the fuck up. But let's understand something. We can't knock a white boy for pimping rap when you got niggas that pimp rap. Meaning you got niggas that get in the rap game and make a certain amount of bread to get to success and they don't give nothing back to black people neither. So I'm not going to knock no motherfucking white person for not doing shit for hip hop. I don't give a fuck, really. You understand? So this is my whole point. We know that Machine Gun Kelly, he got his whole career eaten by Eminem. And he's a perfect example of a clout chasing ass nigga. Because we know that M.G.K. try to clout chase Eminem and that shit backfired on him. That's why the nigga career is in the gutter and he want to do punk rock now. And he walking around looking real suspect. And it just shows you that even though he's a white boy, he also showing you what type of time a lot of these black niggas are on that's in the industry. Because a lot of these niggas, if their career don't prosper, they will do anything to keep that check coming in. That's why you about to see a lot of shit and you already seeing shit. That's why damn near every rapper that's in position now in the game is dealing with suspect behavior and suspect activity. And because we know a lot of these niggas' music ain't selling, and them niggas gonna do whatever they gotta do right now. You done seen these niggas at celebrity parties. Like, we done seen these young rap boys at grown white millionaire parties. Dancing, shucking and jiving like they little boy toys or some shit for rich people. You see some of these rap niggas, yeah, they got their little mill, they got their little 2-3 million, whatever they got, their little quarter mil, but don't matter. See, that like they want to go around billionaires and they want to go around 100 millionaires, and a lot of these young rappers, they willing to do whatever for these millionaires. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's why you see a lot of these funny relationships. You like, what is this rap nigga doing with this funny executives? Or you seeing a lot of funny shit going on where young rappers are hanging with grown executives. You dig? And you got to read between the line on that, because a lot of these young rappers are willing to do whatever they got to do to stay in position. You know what I'm saying? And we know right now, niggas are not getting no show money, and a lot of these niggas never had hits, so they are not getting royalty checks. Let's not get it fucked up, all right? If you don't have multiple hits on the radio, you do not have nice, chunky royalty checks, and you got to do whatever you got to do if you can't get a show. You understand? So we're going to leave Machine Gun Kelly where he at, and I had to make a point that everybody want to be black until it ain't cool to be black. When niggas start dying, when people start going to jail, when shit start drying up, niggas don't want to be black no more. Nobody wants to be black, because black means poor, black means destruction, black means suffering, and if it ain't no money involved, don't nobody want to be black, all right? So y'all got to understand what's going on. Now, we about to get to the next topic, because we ain't going to spend too much time on that. And I'm going to get into the BMF situation and how we know it was the Black Mafia family. We know it was Big Meech family. But it also turned into Blowing Money Fast. You see, they went through transitions. And by the time they got to Atlanta, or I'm going to say by the time we seen them, they was already in Blowing Money Fast mode. Because when I first saw Big Meech family, BMF, it was on a Smack DVD. And he was showing the Ferraris, the Bentleys, all the different whips, the mansions, how niggas live. It was a bunch of niggas around. It was a lot of flossing going on. That's the first time I saw him. But I'm pretty sure a lot of other people seen him all over. You dig what I'm saying? But my point is, by the time they was in Atlanta, they was on Blowing Money Fast time. That's it. By the time we seen them, by the time they had the billboard, they was on Blowing Money Fast time, and that's when they really became the Goofy Gang. You see, we can see it in hindsight now, because in the end of their last days, they was not moving like the Mafia. They was moving like some rap niggas, and we know they had a lot of ATL clown niggas, and it's really the ATL niggas that helped bring down the whole Black Mafia family. I'm gonna be real. Them niggas was doing a lot of goofy ass shit, and it make Big Meech hot. And we know Blue Da Vinci was another flunky ass nigga. Even though he's a Cali Crip, he was the main nigga always want to throw up Crip and had niggas flagging. And he the one that was heavy influencing Jeezy to throw up Crip. Because in reality, niggas said Jeezy's from Ohio. You dig? But when he came to Atlanta, that's when he made a name for himself. And what you got to understand is Atlanta is like a circus town, meaning it's niggas from all over down there, all type of walks of life, doing just about everything down there. Atlanta don't have no structure. The natives don't keep their city in order. That's just what it is. You go to fucking Atlanta, it's a free fall. You feel me? That's why you see that shit happen to King Von. That's why you don't see niggas forgot about Kevin Gates, man. They got gunned down outside the IHOP. Niggas forgot about him. Like, it's always goofy shit going on at IHOP. I mean, pardon me, in ATL. And my bad, you know, we know Kevin Gates, man, got gunned down coming outside the Waffle House. I forgot old boy name, but he's another nigga that got killed in Atlanta, but nobody really was talking about it. You dig? But my point is, Atlanta is the home of goofy shit. Always. Like, you seen how young Rollo, he tried to turn his hood into some type of Islamic, some Taliban shit, and this nigga thought he was gonna sell a whole bunch of drugs from a community, or he thought he was gonna have a community in his name and just do what the fuck he wanna do. Meanwhile, he got everybody indicted, even himself. Like, stupid shit like that. I'm telling you, Atlanta is a home of hot shit and goofy shit. So when Big Meech went down at that time, they was just Blowing Money Fast, and they was not on Black Mafia family time. That's why they was going to the clubs, getting in the shootouts, to the point where these niggas didn't even have no low-key cars at one point. They was doing so much that they didn't even have enough sense to get undercover cars, beat up cars, hoopties. They was to the point where they was doing drug deals in luxury cars, shit like that, stupid shit like that. We know nowadays, if a nigga doing a drug deal in his luxury cars, we know that's a nigga that want to go to jail. But that's the shit them niggas was doing down there in ATL before Big Meech went down. And you got to remember, it was a lot of Atlanta niggas doing drug deals behind his back he had no knowledge of that was getting caught. And those niggas was the main ones connecting the dots on him. You see, when Meech first got hot, it was niggas in his circle was fucking with other niggas doing deals behind the scenes that he ain't had no knowledge of. You see, they really didn't have nothing on Big Meech. If you want to be technical, they caught the goofy niggas he had with him doing extra shit. When they got caught, they folded and told on Big Meech. You get it? But it was the goofy niggas he had down with him that was making side deals and doing a whole bunch of extra shit. That's what made him hot. To the point he had to just cop out and take the time because he already knew he was done in. And a lot of that, we know about his brother T. We know about his brother T was running his mouth on a wiretap, but I'm trying to tell you, Meech was already hot because he was under investigation already from the shit niggas in Atlanta was doing and had already did. And we also know that Young Jeezy was with niggas every day and he was with the shits too. But when the whole shit went down, we know Young Jeezy didn't go nowhere. So like I said, how many times we seen the same shit? Jeezy was with BMF every day, blowing money fast, throwing up crit, 24/7, right? When it's all said and done, indictments come out, niggas go to jail. Jeezy at this time just so happened to be fucking with Puff at Bad Boy, remember? Them boys got, you remember that? Yeah, I remember when Big Meech was going down, remember, Jeezy was doing business with Puff. We also know that Big Meech is in allegations of what? The beef with Wolf, right? Y'all remember? So let's look at this. Big Meech got into the little shootout in Atlanta with Wolf and them, you dig? But when it's all said and done, Big Meech go to jail and Jeezy signed up Puff. You get it? It's shit simple. It's real simple. It's real simple. See, I tell you niggas, rappers always get rewarded. When a rapper do some fuck shit like snitch on a nigga or sacrifice a nigga, they get rewarded with a TV show, a radio show. They always get rewarded with an endorsement, and that's their way of saying thanks, brother. And they get a pat on the head and they get a new show. Like you know how Jimmy, after all those snitching allegations with Jimmy, he was able to go on Revolt and do the Weatherman. See, you gotta get it. You gotta get what's going on. See? Anytime you go against your people or you make a statement against your people, you get rewarded. That's how that shit work. So when Big Meech went down, we seen Jeezy got rewarded with a big career. Simple. That's why he didn't go down. That's why he ran to New York and niggas in New York took care of him because they already know he snitched on Big Meech. All the niggas, now we got to also remember, every New York rap at this time, they went to ATL, they was a nobody because of Big Meech was running that shit and embarrassing rap niggas. So we're going to go into the depths of this shit. Big Meech was embarrassing the rap niggas, especially the hip-hop niggas from New York, because his money was so long. That's why you're going to see on the Smack DVD, Fabulous and them niggas already, Ben was hanging around him. You did? Because his money was very long. And when them niggas came to the club, he was buying all the Cristal. He was buying everything out on purpose to show niggas how long his money is. That's why when the rap niggas was going to ATL, they was getting in a little friction with Big Meech because Big Meech didn't respect a lot of rap niggas because he knew a lot of them niggas was clowns. So let's be real. So we also know a lot of New York rappers and New York executives allegedly had issues with Big Meech. So they was going to tell on him anyway. We also know Justin's was in ATL around the time when Big Meech was doing big numbers. So that's why you're going to see when certain niggas is around, it's always going to be certain fuckery going on, and it's always going to be a lot of L's and down. You understand? Niggas going to take a lot of losses soon as certain niggas come in their town. You feel me? When certain niggas went to Cali, you seen certain niggas dying. When certain niggas go to ATL, Atlanta, certain niggas start dying. You feel me? When niggas go to the clubs in New York, niggas start dying. You feel me? It's certain niggas got that death aura on them, and they proud of that shit. I'm showing you niggas how niggas tell on themselves, and you'll see all these niggas in bed with each other. So my point is, when Young Jeezy did a good job in that whole BMF situation, he got blessed with a big fat record deal and a long career. And we know that Big Meech, all these niggas have already came out about Jeezy. We know Jeezy do not wear Big Meech on his sleeve. We know he don't go see that man. We know he don't keep him right. We know this shit. And we know that niggas, I don't want to say them niggas' name, but we know the niggas at Rockefeller and the niggas at Bad Boy, they probably was real happy when Big Meech got that time because they was quick to do business with Jeezy and sign him to all type of shit. And that's also the point where you'll see New York sold out. That's what I meant to tell y'all. This is the exact time when New York sold out to down south rap. This is at the point where I already knew back then. If I was online, I could have told niggas back then, this is the point where no more New York rappers was going to blow up. And no more New York rappers was going to get no more real shine. At the point when BMF fell and Jeezy ran to New York, and you'll see that Puffy, Jay-Z, and them niggas signed Rick Ross, and they signed Young Jeezy. And they sold out to the South at that point. Then we also know the allegations of Rick Ross being a CO came out. And I'm pretty sure Jay and them niggas already knew he was a correction officer. They already knew that. You dig? Because he was a sheriff. And for you to be a sheriff, you got to have certain credentials. But my point is, there's nothing wrong if that man was a CO. To me, in my eyes, the nigga Rick Ross should have just kept it real. Yeah, I was a CO, you dig? But he could have been a CO looking out for niggas. He could have been a CO making sure niggas was getting what they needed in there. You understand? But all he had to do was keep it real. So when Rick Ross didn't admit to that CO life or that sheriff life, he made himself look a little lame, but he didn't have to do all that lying. All the nigga had to do was keep it real, say, yeah, I was a CO, nigga, but I was a good CO, whatever. Know what I'm saying? If that's what he was doing. But my point is, you will see that when Big Meech fell around 05, 06, around this time, you will see at this point, that's when niggas started signing down south niggas. At that point, that's when New York wanted to take over the South, and they wanted that South money. That's why you'll see every label from New York ran down south to sign down south acts and get to down south money. At this same point, you will see Hot 97, all the record labels sold out, and they started playing all down south music in New York. But this was after Big Meech fell, because Big Meech had the whole South on lock. You dig? And we know Big Meech was doing business with other niggas. You feel me? We never gonna leave out Jay Prince. Jay Prince always the king of the South. Never went nowhere. Always run that shit. Don't nothing go through the South without Jay Prince knowing about it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas always at his ear. You feel me? So you gotta understand. And you got niggas like Jay Prince never really been too fond of New York executives and New York rappers. Not New York rappers, but New York executives. You feel me? Jay Prince never been too fond of them niggas. That's why he always did his own thing. And to this day, he don't bootleg and he don't kiss niggas' ass. You feel me? But you got to understand, see, these rap niggas and these executives that we love in New York, like Diddy and them niggas, Jay and them niggas, you got to understand, no matter how big them niggas are, they always been puppets, all right? They always had to get their money from the labels. That's just a fact. They always had to get their money through signing big deals. They had to go to the white man to get their money. Just being real. Niggas like Jay Prince didn't do that. He never had to do shit like that. Niggas like Master P never had to do shit like that. They never had to wait around for the white man to get them a budget and for them to sign niggas and then run around and then got to pay the white man back and then get another deal and do the same thing again and pay the white man. See, them niggas ain't do that. Niggas like Baby, Master P, niggas like that, they told the white man, nigga, this what it is. You gonna get this my shit, I'm gonna sell my work, and you're gonna get this percentage of the shit. If you don't want it, nigga, kick rocks. That's how they dealt with the table. See, it's a difference. That's a real CEO, a real boss. A lot of these niggas was just the nigga at the top, meaning you had niggas in the game in New York City that was just in position, meaning they was cop blocking, they backbited, they fucking got niggas blackball. You know what I'm saying? They was going to them executives telling them, don't deal with this one, don't deal with that one, so they can get themselves in position. And a lot of these niggas, when they got themselves in position and got them big deals, they started keeping niggas away from that. They was keeping niggas out the loop. They was making it so niggas couldn't get a big deal at Universal. They made it so you couldn't get a big deal at Sony. They wanted it for themselves. That's what New York rappers did when they became executives. That's why you'll see, remember when all these rap niggas had fake ass labels? Let's go back into this time. Remember all these rap niggas had all these labels. How many of these niggas signed somebody that became greater than them? Or which labels that you seen sign at least 2 to 3 great acts that are still making revenue to this day? And I'm gonna wait. Because we know that a lot of these rap niggas, they never wanted nobody to be bigger than them anyway. And I spoke on this. See, when you seen niggas with them record labels, that shit was a lot of fake shit going on then too. See, what happened was, at this time, when rap was getting out of control, like I said, back with this Big Meech era, I got to go back to this era because it was the extension of the Rockefeller, Rough Rider. But my point is, we got to get into when all these rap labels was moving like gangs and they was moving like drug entities. And they had a lot of niggas from jail coming home and they was giving niggas jobs. But all this shit really go back to death row. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are still in the death row recipe. I'm gonna be real. That's why you'll see after Suge went down, a lot of niggas trying to be fake ass Sugs and start fake ass Suge labels. That's really what all that Rough Rider shit was really about. That's really what all that state property shit was about. Those shit was fake death rows, all right? You had these labels. They was trying to portray gangster personas, and then they was trying to create a mafioso type of label where they was bringing niggas out of jail, penitentiary, real shooters, real money getters, and they was putting them on a payroll through security, through managers, through tour managers, and basically niggas were creating labels, but it was really weak-ass rappers that needed a lot of niggas around them because they were scared to go on the road by themselves. So they started coming up with these labels to make it look like they was about to put niggas out, but all they was doing was creating a image of a nigga playing a role of a boss. That's why you'll see from, I don't care if it was from Nori, he had Militainment, every rapper, DMX had Bloodline, all these niggas had labels, but you'll see no successful careers came from these labels because they was using niggas for tax write-offs back then. And they was also signing niggas so niggas couldn't be better than them. Like I told y'all in The Art of War, the way to silence your enemy or a way to shut your enemy down is to be his friend. You dig? So that's why you'll see when, I'm gonna give you an example. You see niggas like Nas, you always see a nigga like AZ around him was nice. You'll see Nature around him nice. But once they sign a Nas neutralized them niggas. See, once you sign a Nas, you're gonna get neutralized. Now he can control when you gonna come out. That nigga can control how you move. You feel me? Meanwhile, he putting all his shit out and putting his shit out. He got you in the studio with him, vibing off your ideas, but he gonna put all his shit out first. Then by the time it's your time, he gonna get low. He not gonna help you, and niggas is done got tired of waiting for you. You feel me? And you just another nigga on the shelf, and you a tax write-off. This again, they was playing the niggas. That's why you'll see every rapper that had a label had a nigga signed to him nice as fuck, but they never put him out. Max B, Stack Bundles. See? You see what Jimmy did? I'm showing you the game. It's always been a game. Because they was trying to be crime bosses and mafioso niggas, and they wanted to shine for themselves. And they just wanted these rap niggas. They just wanted niggas around for disposal parts. You feel me? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So a lot of these rap niggas, let's look at Fab. Fab had a label. All these niggas had a label, but when it's said and done, all it was niggas started going to jail, getting shot, dying, getting indicted. That's all these niggas was doing. That's why to this day, Fab had a label. Who did Fab bring out better than him? Nobody. Nori had a label. Who he bring out better than him? Nobody. We can keep going on and on. Didn't D-Block have a record label? Who did they bring out better than them? Did they not hate on J Hood? Did they not hate on Bully? And I fuck with Bully. But did D-Block not hate on Bully? Of course they did, nigga. And then niggas make excuses. These niggas never wanted nobody to be bigger than them, and it's simple. All they wanted to do was be mob bosses. You feel me? Have a bunch of niggas around them worshiping them, act like they gonna put niggas music out, but the whole time they was soaking up niggas' ideas, training niggas of their talent, just so they could stay lit. That's why you see these old rap niggas gotta still do verses, because they never brought out no talent. They don't have no real record labels to generate revenue from. You feel me? They don't have no checks coming in from their record label. Because all these niggas really are check-chasing assholes. That's all they ever been. There are niggas that get big budgets and then front to you like they generate money. No, nigga, you get a lot of credit and then you got to pay a lot of that shit back. Then you get a lot of credit and then you got to pay a lot of that shit back. That's been y'all niggas' whole life. You rap niggas. I'm talking about you New York rap niggas. Let me be specific. That's all New York rappers gonna do. He gonna get a check from Manhattan, then he gonna come back to the hood and play gangster, try to sign niggas, have niggas under him for his protection. So when he go on the road, he don't get beat up. When he go to Ohio, he don't get shot up. When he go to North Carolina, he don't get chased out the back. That's why they was signing all these fake ass labels, but they really just wanted niggas to hold them down because they was scared. You feel me? But I'm gonna show you how all this really started around the time of Big Meech, Death Row. You know what I'm saying? All this is a build up to what you see now. But I'm gonna show you how all these rap niggas always been fugazi ass niggas like Young Jeezy. Hung around BMF, never went to jail. Simple. Simple and plain. Hung around BMF, got rewarded with a great career, then came out with Trap or Die. And how many niggas tried to trap and they dead right now because of the snowman? You feel me? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Operation Program. That's all that shit was. And we know he used that shit in ATL, and we know that Jeezy really from Cleveland. And we also got to remember when Jeezy put the hit on Gucci Man for his chain and got his homeboy murdered. The nigga called a robbery. He got on a radio and made an announcement and put a bounty on a man's head on the radio. That same Doja ass nigga went to Gucci Man crib and got laid the fuck out. That blood is on Jeezy's hand to this day. And he's still walking around like ain't everything good. And he's the same gump ass ATL, blowing money fast ass clown nigga that got a nigga killed. He got his own Crip member killed. Sending him on a Doja mission to get a fucking chain that he said on the radio and got laid the fuck out. And we know Gucci Man chilling to this day. You feel me? Because Young Jeezy is a fucking gump and he been an agent ass nigga. And I'm pretty sure he had his hands in bringing down the Black Mafia family. That's why Jeezy, all he can do is lay low right now to this day with his little Asian girl. You feel me? He don't want to be a trapper no more. He don't want to be a gangster no more because it ain't convenient no more. After he gassed the whole ATL up and the whole world up into thinking he's some big drug dealer. But we know that nigga did not even pay homage to BMF since he been behind that. Since Meech been behind that wall, Young Jeezy has not had no parts of that shit. He do not throw up Crip no more. That nigga been stopped throwing up Crip. You hear me? Because him and Blue Da Vinci, they got up out of there, and them niggas ain't want no parts of that Black Mafia Crip family shit. But when that shit was up and popping, them niggas was shouting that shit at the top of their lungs. And that's just how them niggas do. Salute to the chat. We're here early. You heard? That's right. That's right. That's right. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Well, I gotta keep it going some more. So I don't want to get thrown off. Somebody said, for no fame, did anybody ever tell you sound like Uncle Murder? Well, I'm from Eastern New York, Uncle Murder from Eastern New York. So we kind of do got our own slang. We do got our own talk. Like when Eastern New York people talk to each other, we got our own slang too. And then it goes down to each hood. You got each hood within East New York, niggas got their own slang. You understand? Like me and my niggas in my hood, we got a whole nother talk that outsiders don't even know about. And it ain't blood related, it ain't gang related. We got our whole other talk. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But salute to the chat. I'm gonna get to y'all. But right now, we're gonna keep the show going. You dig? We're gonna keep it going because we're gonna understand that basically all of these rap niggas got dirt on their jacket, all right? Because I'm gonna tell, like I said before, I dropped the jeweler the other day, all right? Once you sign a record deal, my nigga, once you a rapper and you sign a record deal, right? And the check come in your name, and you walk out of banks, and you got black cars and shit. And when your record is played on TV and it's streamed around the world, just understand that all hip-hop music has to be approved by the FCC, which is the Federal Communications. You understand? I don't know the other part of the C, but it's deal with federal communication. That's the same federal approval has to be for TV shows, music. Before any song on the radio, the feds have to listen to it. Why you think it's like put it like this. When you put some music in anything digital, it's gonna be scanned and tracked, or the words will pop up from the song. It's already programmed because those words are already registered with Congress. See, a rapper's lyrics are already registered with the government. And for his shit to come out, it's already registered with the government. That's why when you hear rap shit coming out and niggas talking crazy and they got a deal, it's because the government sanctioned the shit. It's that simple, right? It's that fucking simple. The government sanctions all this hip hop you hear. It's that simple. Because hip hop music is a form of mind control. It's a free commercial for people to kill themselves. That's all it is. All right? Put it like this. Like, niggas never, I'm gonna give it to you real clear. You don't see cigarette commercials, all right? You do not see gun commercials. You don't see Smith & Wesson commercials, Glock commercials. You don't see Sig commercials, Chopper commercials. You don't see a weed commercial. Nigga, you don't even see backwood commercials. But the only way to make these commercials, they are done in rap music. Rap music are commercials for the fuck shit. All the shit in America want to sell you under the table, they put it in rap music, and rap music is the commercial for all the fuck shit in America that you might want to buy or indulge in. Simple. All the things they can't put on the TV, they put it in rap music, and that's the promotional vehicle for that shit. Simple. That's why every brand that niggas chase, it comes from rap music. Ask a nigga why he drinks Ciroc. Ask a nigga, you understand? Just ask a nigga why they do. When you see a nigga dreads in his hair and then color his shit all type of crazy colors, ask that man why he doing that. He ain't even gonna know. He got it from rap music. You feel me? It's that simple. Ask a man why he walking around with jeans with cuts at his knees, with his knees sticking out. Ask a nigga why he wearing that. He ain't gonna be able to tell you. He got it from rappers, all right? Hip-hop is mind control. I'm gonna say this shit again, and it's real fucking simple, all right? Niggas is out here doing shit and don't even know why the fuck they doing it. Simple. These niggas are lost. And they thought hip-hop was gonna be their savior in the last day, but hip-hop wound up being their destruction. That's why you niggas can go in the booth all you want. You understand? You could drop as many tracks as you want, and you're gonna see, nigga, your days ain't gonna change. And now you already done seen how a lot of these rap niggas done put on dresses and pocketbooks and shit, man purses. Enough of that. Next, it's another thing I'm gonna talk about. I don't know if y'all been watching it, but I'm gonna tell you another show that's lit. And it's that Law and Order Organized Crime, that shit is lit. That shit is official. I don't know if niggas been watching that shit, but I'm gonna tell you about that Law and Order Organized Crime. Y'all gotta understand, when shit come on NBC, CBS, those are the agenda TV shows. Whenever a show come on them channels, those are the shows of the here and now. But see, as niggas, we don't watch that shit. We don't watch Law and Order, the FBI TV show. And you stupid niggas, I'm trying to tell you, they putting everything in these shows. FBI, they putting everything in that shit. Law and Order Organized Crime, everything is in that shit. They dealing with the RICO and that shit. And they showing you how niggas go to jail and how they operating right now to this day. Like, I'm gonna give y'all some pointers on what they show in the Law and Order Organized Crime. You dig? And you gotta find out what day it come on, because I think it come on Thursday, one of them days. See, I watch it on Netflix. I just pull it up when I want to watch it. But I'm telling you, it come on regular TV, so you don't need nothing. But I'm gonna tell you, if you want to know about organized crime and how the police work, watch Law and Order Organized Crime. The shit just came out. For those who used to watch Law and Order, it's starring that nigga Elliot, and Elliot is undercover with the shit. And the whole point is they're infiltrating on the Albanian that's running New York right now, got their hands in a pot in New York right now. Few things I want to touch on that took place in one episode that they showed a nigga and revealed a lot of truth in one episode. Like, they show how the Albanians got their hands in scamming, getting fake phones, doing all type of shit. Them niggas are out here robbing establishments. But my point is, it show how the Albanians got their hands in so much fucking dirt that the feds are willing to do anything to catch these niggas. So this is my point. When the nigga Elliot was undercover, this nigga did a whole bunch of foul shit. Like, one thing he did was he had to go to one of the people they're investigating, all right? He had a wife. And one of the Albanians' wife, Elliot, went to her crib because she wanted to smash him. But he didn't want to smash her. He wanted to go to her crib to infiltrate the organization's crib and where the niggas stay at. So basically, Elliot was a cop acting like he want to fuck this bitch so he can get up in her crib and really see what's going on with how her man live and go in the bedroom and get important doctor to whatever he did as a slick ass cop. Instead of fucking her, he put something in her drink that knocked her ass out. And when she was knocked out, he was running all through her crib, and he went and got that paperwork he needed out the crib, and he started taking pictures of fucking documents and all type of shit. But my point is, they showed you how a fucking police officer will put something in your drink just so they can get the information they need to get. They showing you on this shit. And he's dealing with federal shit, so they also was talking about how they was talking about spreading the line and basically doing too much. They basically was explaining how sometime in law enforcement, you gotta blur the lines a little bit, meaning you gotta go over the edge sometime just to get what you gotta get. But they also was showing us how these cops will do anything they gotta do to get a nigga once they on your ass. And they on them Albanians' ass. So my point is, the nigga Elliot, undercover cop, went to see the chick, act like he was gonna smash it while they was getting drink, while they was drinking, getting drunk. Shorty went in the bedroom. He put something in her drink. I don't know what the fuck it was. And when she drunk that shit, they started kissing. That bitch passed out. And he put on the couch, went in her room, ran through her whole shit, got what he needed, and then her man was about to come home. He slid out the back door. You dig? That's one thing they showed you. Another thing they showed you, being that the Albanians didn't trust this cop-ass nigga Elliot, they made that nigga put in work. You feel me? So them niggas went to go rob a restaurant or an establishment, I think somewhere in Manhattan or Brooklyn, somewhere. They went to go rob an establishment, right? And when they went to rob this establishment, they had on masks, but while they was robbing it, a motherfucker jumped out, and the nigga Elliot had to shoot this nigga. Now, Elliot was an undercover fed, but he had to shoot a motherfucker when he was doing this robbery. And it also made Elliot look good because the Albanians looked at him like he put that work in. But the whole thing is Elliot shot another undercover cop. But my point is I'm making, it shows you how even undercovers can kill shit and clap shit. That's why a lot of shit that going in your hood be done by police and niggas don't know. Like, I learned this a long time ago too. Whenever it's a truce in your hood, like, niggas can come to truce today. Squash beef, is always gonna be somebody that keep that shit going. And a lot of times it's the police that keep the beef going. Niggas don't know that though. That's another dirty trick they play. Like, if the Bloods and the Crips call a truce, or niggas call a truce and y'all just want to get money, there's always gonna be a cop that's gonna come around and shoot some shit up and keep the shit going, because you gotta remember, shootouts and crime keep the cops employed. When niggas have truces, cops don't stay employed. They don't get along overtime shifts. But my point of the matter is, when the nigga Elliot was working undercover for the feds and NYPD, he shot a motherfucker and damn near killed him. And we already know he gonna get away with it. And I'm just showing you how you got niggas that be so deep in operations, they can put in work, they can do all type of shit, and it won't be no fucking paperwork, dumb niggas. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what the fuck I'm trying to tell you niggas. Y'all don't understand how deep this shit go. That's two things Elliot did on duty. He put something in the bitch drink, and he shot a motherfucker. The last thing he did before the episode went off is that same lady, he put something in her drink. She came back to holler at him another day, and she didn't even know he made that bitch pass out. She thought she passed out because she was drinking. And then Elliot wound up fucking her at his spot. The same bitch he put something in her drink, she pulled up to his spot, and he fucked her. And it shows you how these cops will fuck a bitch on duty. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of these FBI agent, cop agents, they fucking bitches in your hood right now. In the projects, in the neighborhoods, they run around fucking bitches right now just to make it look like they official. And another thing they show in Law & Order, and this the last jewel that's gonna fuck you niggas head up. They show how the police are after these people called the Marcy Boys, and they from Brooklyn. They from Marcy, supposed to be the Marcy Boys, and they got this young black girl, and she's a stud, a dyke. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, she's a stud, and she's infiltrating on the Marcy Boys. Now check this out. She's undercover, but she's been undercover working this case for 6 years, showing you how you could be an agent for 6 years and still be undercover working. That's what y'all niggas don't understand. They showing you on TV how you could be, they can have an undercover in your circle for 6 years, scoping you out, putting in work, shooting, selling drugs, doing the same shit you doing, but the whole time they deep cover. That's why they ain't never gonna go to jail. And you niggas still talking about paperwork. See? They showing you in this shit. I'm gonna tell you dumb niggas, watch Law and Order Organized Crime. That shit just came out. They showing you everything about the RICO. The same shit they applying to niggas in New York right now, they showing it to you right now in real time. Because that's how they work. And like I said, RICO has been out since 1975, and you got dumb niggas damn near 50 years later still falling because these niggas don't read, they don't pay attention. All they want to do is make some money, get in front of a camera, show the fuck off, and then cry when they go to jail. But Law and Order shows you how somebody can be in your circle for 6 years infiltrating. They showing Shorty, she got braids in her hair, black girl, hanging with the Marcy boys, putting in work for 6 years. The whole time she's a fucking cop. And the Marcy boys don't even know this shit yet still. So that's why I'm telling you, this shit is real deal shit. And we know when Dick Wolf put that shit out there, he ain't playing. He gonna put all the information out there. And that's what's going on this show. So I'm gonna tell you niggas, if you wanna know about law, you wanna know about what's really going on with this organized crime RICO shit, watch Law and Order Organized Crime. And they telling you everything. The next thing we're gonna get into is the Red Bull crisis in America. David Chappelle told you that shit was cocaine in a can, and I call that shit Molly juice. But we got a Red Bull crisis in America, and I'm gonna prove that shit to you. How motherfuckers is hooked on Red Bull, and that shit is really drugs. And I'm gonna also prove to you how Red Bull is giving niggas strokes and heart attacks. See, a lot of y'all don't know that. See, my people's uncle died from drinking too many of them shit like 10 years ago, because he used to work construction. He used to work real hard, and he's, you know what I'm saying? He always had to work a lot. He used to always drink Red Bulls. And I'm gonna tell you that Red Bull is fake energy. And when you drink that Red Bull, you keep drinking it, you playing with your nerves, your heart, you playing with your brain. You tricking your brain into thinking you got energy that you don't got, and your body gonna fucking malfunction after a while. It's gonna haywire. And that's also part of why a lot of people think they're getting sick. See, a lot of people think it's that virus, but a lot of people ain't getting sick from that virus. A lot of people living on Red Bull, and on Red Bulls is shutting down your respiratory system. That's part of what's going on. I'm going to be real, because America is hooked on Red Bulls right now, and I'm going to prove it. Now, check this out. Like, y'all remember when sodas was like $1.25, right? And y'all remember when Red Bulls was a little bit more. But now we see Red Bulls are becoming cheaper than soda. Like, a 20-ounce soda, say if you go to 7-Eleven, I'm talking about corporate stores. A 7-Eleven is like, pardon me, a soda at 7-Eleven is like $2.20 for a 20-ounce. So we know with tax, that's damn near like $2.50 for a single-ounce, 20-ounce bottle. But we know they got Red Bulls 3 for $5, nigga, and 2 for $5. And we know anytime we deal with 2 for $5, my New York niggas know crap was booming so much, niggas had to start selling 2 for $5s because that shit was going so fast, and niggas had to build their clientele. But in now, 3 for $5, depending on where you at. 3 for $6 is new crack. You also see that they got 18-pack Red Bull is a good substance. Rest, and they try to do a whole bunch of shit, and they try to live off that Red Bull shit, like that shit gonna keep them going and keep them going, but they don't understand is that Red Bull shit is shutting you down. And like I said, I knew a brother 10 years ago that was found dead in his car, slumped from drinking them shits too much. Them shits give you heart attack. So whenever you hear about people in their 30s catching heart attacks or strokes, it's from them energy drinks 9 times out of 10. Recently, I got a friend who's been talking about how him and his partners was suffering severe chest pains. And this is a brother in the military. He's healthy, all that. He do the right thing, he's healthy, but he drank a lot of them fucking Red Bulls. Because you got to understand, the military, niggas don't get a lot of rest. Sometimes they got to get up early, they got to do a lot of different shit. And a lot of them get hooked on Red Bull. You got to understand what's going on. But the Red Bulls, what they do is they trick your brain, and they create anxiety. That's why when you can't get them, you'll become a fiend. See, like, when a person that drank a lot of Red Bulls, if you can't get them, you'll start being aggy, super depressed, slow. You ain't gonna want to move. You ain't gonna feel like you yourself unless you got a Red Bull. And for niggas who don't know, those are the same exact effects of Molly. You dig? Molly and ecstasy. Anybody that know about that, it's the same exact thing. You feel me? They give you energy, keep you motivated, keep you going, keep you doing this, keep you doing that. But when you can't get that Molly or that E pill, you wake up that next day, you wake up real, slow, groggy, depressed. You don't want to do shit. And some people that get real hooked, they get depressed when they can't get that pill. Then when they get that pill, that Molly, they back in the game. Them niggas back happy, they lit, but they don't even know they becoming dependent on a drug that's keeping them going. And I know for a fact, any nigga that has partied or has had a lot of chicks with him and had to keep the party going has indulged in Molly activity. You understand? And I'm one of them. I have indulged in Molly activity before, all right? So I'm going to keep it real, all right? When you got them shorties with you, it was times when nigga got to keep that party going, and I have indulged in Molly activity. But that was a while ago. I don't fuck with Molly no more, all right? So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That shit, Red Bull, is equivalent to Molly. And I'm going to just be real with you. The only difference is it way off faster. Another thing I'm going to prove to you niggas. This for my crack selling niggas from back in the day that know about that water whip, that know about cooking that crack up, and niggas know about that B12 action. And we know we used to call B12 heart attack. And you got niggas used to put B12 in their cocaine and baking soda when they whipped it up. So the B12 will make it blow up and stretch out. But if you put too much B12 in the shit, it'll fuck the whole crack up and make that shit heart attack. Then when the fiends smoke that shit, they'll come back and tell you, yo, that shit had my heart hurting. They'll tell you straight up, too much B12 in that shit. Too much B12 was turning crack in the shit called heart attack. But the right amount of B12 will make the crack switch. It'll make it boost up, get niggas super high, and it'll do what it do. That's why I'm telling you, the number one ingredient in Red Bull that's singing through the roof is B12. So a lot of niggas think they hooked on caffeine. No, it ain't just caffeine. You hooked on B12, my nigga. And the B12 is what give you the fucking heart attack. So I'm talking science right now. If you're not healthy, if you're not getting a proper rest, when you're drinking that Red Bull, it's destroying you. Now, I'm going to be real. Like, say if you got rest and you ate a good meal and you just want some extra energy, you could take a Red Bull for that day just to get that boost and keep going. But you're not supposed to drink Red Bull as energy. Like on empty stomachs, you're not supposed to drink Red Bull because you don't feel like doing some shit. You want some energy. That's fiend shit. That's when you becoming a fiend of Red Bull and it's giving you false energy. And you become hooked on it, you don't even know that your body and your mind is hooked on this fucking Red Bull. That's why when you see that can, you always got to get one. And I'm telling you, this is a form of legal drugs. You don't believe me? Look at anywhere in America, any city, any hood. Look how niggas hooked on Red Bull. And then if they not hooked on Red Bull, they hooked on another energy drink. Because a lot of other companies have cloned Red Bull recipe. They stole the Red Bull formula, but you still gonna see half America hooked on energy drinks, but really these niggas hooked on B12. And like I said, I'm gonna repeat it. All my hustlers know niggas used to put B12 in that crack cocaine, nigga. Straight up. So when Dave Chappelle told you cocaine in the can, baby, the nigga wasn't lying. That shit is cocaine in the can. That's why you're going to see mad people hooked on Red Bull. Actually, the whole America is hooked on Red Bull. Nigga, 2 for $5, 3 for $5, 2 for $6, all type of deals. But you're going to see that Red Bull now is cheaper than soda. Red Bull is cheaper than ginger ale now. You feel me? You can't get 3 Pepsi bottles, 3 for $5. You understand? I'm telling you real shit. They have flipped the game on niggas and made niggas fiends. But they made niggas fiends to natural products. Like, look how niggas was hooked on K2. A lot of people understand K2 was sold out the store. Like, I'm going to break that down to you, too. They said Obama he was the first nigga to sanction drugs on some G shit. Obama was the first one to sanction trapping. I'm going to break it down to you niggas. Y'all going to feel me. My bros and my sis going to feel what I'm about to say. Obama sanctioned trapping. I'm going to prove it. Did Obama not give niggas the trap phone? Could anybody not pull up and get a trap phone from the welfare system? Anybody know about smoke shacks that been out of town? No, the smoke shacks was selling K2 and they were selling bath salt. But my point is, when niggas didn't know about that bath salt, I knew niggas that was cooking that shit up and selling at the fiends. And fiends was buying that shit and liking that shit. I kid you not. I knew niggas that was finessing fiends with bath salt, bought out of stores, cooking that shit up and selling that shit in the Obama era. That nigga Obama sanctioned K2 out the stores. He sanctioned niggas the bath salt coming out the store. The nigga sanctioned trap phones. The nigga sanctioned trapping. I'm not even gonna lie to you niggas. A lot of niggas didn't catch that. That's why you'll see that whole K2 epidemic happen during the Obama era, because niggas was getting that shit right out the store. Only in places like New York, that shit was banned. But if you've been to Jersey around this time, anywhere else, anywhere out of town, a lot of places K2 was legal as a motherfucker. And they first shut it down. I first see them shut it down because military niggas was smoking that shit too much, and they was the first ones wigging out. So when them army niggas and marine niggas are smoking that, because you got to remember, a lot of the army people, they can't smoke weed and they can't do certain drugs. So they was the first ones smoking that K2, thought they was good. But them army niggas and military niggas and Navy, they started tweaking out off that K2. And that's when in certain places, they started taking that shit out the store. But when you went to other places, they were still doing it. Like, I'm going to be real. I went to Alabama before. They were selling K2 out the spot. Like, they were selling weed, other drugs, but they were selling $3 bags of K2. That's why a long time ago, y'all niggas seen that viral video of that nigga tweaking out on that K2, and they was like, give him some milk, give him some milk. Niggas was shaking, because down there in Alabama, shit like that, they smoke that shit on a regular. Like, they got weed, they got other drugs, but them niggas sell K2 bagged up and everything. I promise you not. But K2 was a legal drug that Obama sanctioned in the fucking store. Just like bath salt and shit like that. I'm not even lying to you niggas. That's why you're going to see a lot of niggas been turned out on K2 and turned out on Red Bulls. Niggas turned out on a lot of legal shit. Over-the-counter drugs, my nigga. I'm not even going to cap. Just like I told you, they making fake weed now. A lot of this weed is fake. I'm not lying to you. This shit made in a laboratory, my nigga. This shit made in a lab. So when you see these dispensaries and all that, nigga, you know good gas is grown in the fucking ground. You know this. You know fire-ass weed come from the ground, whether it's in the mountains, the rainforest, you understand, by the equator. You know fire gas is not made in no fucking lab with no solar energy, no real sunlight. That shit is made by fabricated-ass lights, fake-ass fertilizers, and shit like that. That weed is bogus now. That's why I say bogus bud. This shit look pretty, it look exclusive, but I'm telling you, this shit is fake. All the drugs now are government manufactured. How the fuck you think niggas getting fentanyl? That shit is manufactured. Fentanyl is made in a laboratory. So how the fuck is it an epidemic of niggas dying across the world with some shit made in a lab? The question is, what lab do it come from and who's moving it throughout America? Those are the questions. But see, niggas don't know that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All your drugs are controlled now. That's why I'm telling you niggas, the drug game is over. It's over. And 9 times out of 10, if it's a nigga on your block talking about he got all the drugs, 9 times out of 10, that nigga is Donnie Brasco. You heard? I'm just going to be real. Any nigga pull up on you talking about he got this, that, and the third, he got it all, 9 times out of 10, that nigga is a snitch. Because a lot of niggas is not bringing in no work right now, all right? Even the goddamn big drug dealers laying low right now. Them niggas is laying low. So I'm just telling you that shit. America is hooked on Red Bull, and Red Bull is the new drug, and Red Bull is a fucking crisis right now. You don't believe me? Look around. 2 for $5, niggas buying 18 packs, all type of shit with fake-ass energy. My point is this. If you need energy, the real purest form of energy is coffee. The coffee bean, the melanated bean that comes from the earth. You're not getting no more energy than fucking coffee, all right? Get you some raw Colombian, you feel me? You got you some raw seed coffee. Once a nigga trying to top coffee, you dealing with something else. You chasing a whole nother high, you looking for a whole nother replacement, and you dealing with fake energy, and that shit gonna give you a heart attack and a stroke, just like crack rock. I'm not even playing with you. So if anybody hooked on that Red Bull, start trying to get off that shit. Start drinking a lot of water, drink green tea. Green tea got high caffeine in it, all right? And it'll clean your blood. Drink a lot of tea, drink coffee. Get off them Red Bulls. I guarantee you'll feel way better and you'll have more natural energy, all right? Take it from a nigga that had to do a whole lot of shit in one day, all right? It was one time when I had to trap, go to school, and work in the shop, and still go party. If you take care of yourself, you get your levels up, you get your blood circulating right, you get the proper rest, and you put the right shit in your body, you won't need no fucking Red Bull. All them shit's gonna do is make you get hooked on them shits, and them shit's gonna make you crash, and you're gonna be fiended out. Facts. Salute to the chat on the pull-up. We got the whole team in here today. Yeah, all my regulars, they know where to pull up at. You feel me? And listen, I want to tell y'all too. I'm not one of them niggas. Y'all can support whoever y'all want to support. I don't care. I'm never going to feel a certain way, never be funny. I want y'all to enjoy what y'all want to enjoy. You understand? I just want y'all to know that. Because you got some people, they be in their feelings when niggas be in their chat and they be in other people's chat. They start crying like bitches. You feel me? But I want y'all to enjoy whatever y'all want to enjoy because YouTube is nothing but a new form of cable. And I thank y'all for pulling up to the show. So let's keep it moving. And right now, we're going to get into some of the fuck shit that's going on or something that caught my attention. And it's nothing major. Y'all saw it too. We're going to talk about the Tasha K and Young Pharaoh situation. And we're going to talk about how this shit, they ain't nothing but a distraction. I told you that. I done broke both of them down, right? To me, in my opinion, Young Pharaoh is a suspect African nigga, all right? He reminds me of a nigga that was raised somewhere, upstate somewhere, but he's African. Tasha K, to me, is a ratchet, but we know she got an African husband. All right? That's a fact. And my point is this. These are the two motherfuckers with the most irritating ass voice, for one. And they always want to make it like they speak for fucking black people. And I'm sick of that shit. I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like they speak for us when they misrepresent us. Both of them have the two most irritating fucking voices on the internet. But they have a large cult following because they the only ones that was in position on the internet, going on every day, running their fucking mouth, selling black people dreams and lies, and a lot of gossip and bullshit. I told you niggas, all Young Pharaoh did was regurgitate all the knowledge from the internet that white people spoke out their mouth. He went to all the prominent white sites on YouTube and he took that shit and put in his own words. That's all he did. That's all he did. I told you niggas, I've been on YouTube since 2009, 2008. Around the time when Soulja Boy dropped, I was fucking on YouTube at that time when you had to be on YouTube on your fucking black phone. Pardon me, on your BlackBerry. You feel me? On a BlackBerry, or you had to have a straight up computer. That's it. I've been on YouTube since then, when niggas first was on Facebook. So I say that to say I seen everybody come and go in this bitch. My first people I used to watch was white people that spoke the truth, white truth tellers. This is where you could find all the truth on YouTube at one point, but it was white people spilling the beans and it was white whistleblowers. All Young Pharaoh did was study all the white whistleblowers and then he put in his own words and made niggas think that all this was some new knowledge. That's all he did. I put that on my kids. I put that on my grandmother. I put that on everybody that loving the ground. All Young Pharaoh did was study all the old white YouTubers that was dropping jewels. He took it, put in his own words, and sold it to the world. That's why Young Pharaoh ain't got no answers right now. That's why Young Pharaoh mad, because Tasha K took that interview they did, and she about to release it on her app, and he ain't got no say-so, and he can't get no money off the deal. And y'all know the other live I just did the other day, for my people that fuck with me, I just told you about some of these YouTube niggas be fronting. This all they got. They cannot transition this YouTube money to another bag. So that's why I say don't let these niggas fool you, because Tasha K showed you that she can take her crowd wherever she go. She has a podcast. She has a fucking app now. Tasha K have her own app to the point I think the bitch been listening to me. She got her own app now. I told you niggas. A lot of these niggas on YouTube, they can't get their own app because nobody's going to download that shit. And when you dealing with apps and when you dealing with podcasters, you dealing with real fucking numbers that got to be accounted for because them downloads don't lie. Advertisers check numbers from real downloads and real business deals. You feel me? Like when you got a real app, those real numbers have to be proved when you're doing business. That's how you get the big checks. So when a nigga on YouTube trying to sell you dreams and he got 200,000 subscribers, but he's still begging for donations and cash apps, he's a bum ass nigga that can't transform his shit to an app or a podcast. I said this the other day, and I prove what I say because Tasha K now has a fucking app, all right? She could put whatever she want on her app. She don't need YouTube no more. So I'm showing you niggas how the game go, and I told you niggas this on multiple occasions, but you want to keep being tricked by these YouTube niggas that just because they got a lot of followers and fans, you think them niggas get money, but a lot of them niggas ain't getting no money, and they scared to go to somewhere else because they're gonna look like fools. You feel me? A lot of them know they think if they can't start an app because nobody's gonna download it. Like, you know how when you go to the Google app now, or y'all niggas know when you go download some shit, it's gonna tell you how many people downloaded it. Them niggas know those numbers can't be tricked. So that's why a bum ass nigga on YouTube, he's not gonna start a podcast, because once you go to iTunes and you go to the Google Play Store, it's gonna tell you how many downloads it got, and his card gonna get pulled. That's why they play with the numbers on social media sites like YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. All those numbers can be finessed. All those numbers, you can buy followers, nigga. Let's keep it real. You can buy followers. You can buy all that fake shit. That's why I'm telling you, these are same clowns can't start their own app, but they've been on YouTube for 10 years or 5 years, or they will tell you they are the biggest niggas on YouTube. They will tell you everybody clout chase them, but these are the same niggas that can't start their own app, or they cannot start a podcast, because once the numbers come out, they will get exploited, they will get exposed. Because you can't be on you. See, it's easy to be on YouTube with a boring topic, having people call in and telling people hit the like button and reading off comments to waste time. That's what niggas do. But see, when you got an app with all your companies on it, or you got a podcast, you just can't waste time telling niggas hit the like button, and you can't waste time reading comments. You gotta have fucking content. These niggas have no content, therefore they have to stay on YouTube and make up shit. It's facts. Tasha K proved to you. Now, I first seen Tasha K about 2018. I've seen her grow. I'm not gonna lie. Her and Lovely T started about the same time. I seen when her and Lovely T came together and they fell out. That shit didn't work. Lovely T has also always had her own podcast. You feel me? She got other entities other than YouTube. She know the game. She got a real following. But I seen other niggas try to start their own podcast. That shit didn't work. And they try to act like they never tried to start their own podcast. And they went right back to YouTube, nigga. And I don't got to say them clown ass niggas' name. But these are the same niggas. Y'all love to be on their shit. Y'all love to be sharing them. Y'all get on your knees for these people, and they don't show y'all no love. They don't share y'all shit. They don't shout y'all out on their show. But y'all love bowing down. But like I said, these niggas ain't bosses. That's why they don't have their own app. And I'm only repeating this because Tasha K just proved my point. She dropped the app, dropped the content of her and Young Pharaoh on her app, and Young Pharaoh is mad. The nigga is mad because he can't get no play off that shit. And it's not on YouTube, so you can't shut it down. You nigga, you can't stop it. So even though Tasha K is a bird and she say a lot of dumb shit, but I'm gonna give her respect. She's a businesswoman and she on her shit. And she do got that African husband helping her. Because I'm telling you, the Africans are here to take over and they not playing. So he gonna make sure his wife win on his YouTube shit. So when you see Tasha K, don't think she don't got no support. She got a whole bunch of support, and her husband making sure she win at this social media shit. That's why she got an application. Now they can shut down YouTube. All her fans are going to download her app and tap into her any day. She can do her lives on any other network. She don't even need this shit no more. That's what the game is about. Transition, niggas. So a lot of you niggas been on here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Yeah, you got a cult following, but it's not making you no real revenue, and don't nobody want to do business with you. So y'all niggas take y'all subscribers and y'all cult following and y'all shove all that shit up your ass and keep trying to sell them coffee mugs and them fake ass bullshit Fruit of Balloon t-shirts, all right? Because nobody's fucking with y'all. And Young Pharaoh is mad because he can't get no money, because he's another nigga that thought, because he had a lot of people in his chat. Young Pharaoh thought, because a lot of people was watching this live, somehow this nigga thought he was a real king and he believed all that fake ass Pharaoh shit. That's why now that nigga can't get nothing going for himself and the shit is shut down. And my whole point is, if Young Pharaoh wasn't basically focusing on scheming niggas out their money, he would have had some real concrete shit. Like, why the Young Pharaoh app ain't out? Why I can't download the Young Pharaoh app and just get everything I need off that one app? Meaning he's a nigga in mansions having pool parties. He a nigga that got all this money, so-called, but I don't see a nigga with no app. That's why I don't take niggas serious that don't got no app. Once you so-called a big nigga, and you so-called made millions, and you ain't got no application, you's a joke. In a millennium world, it's the new world, my nigga. That's what y'all understand. Either you're dumb or you're slow. But I can show you niggas how to do it. All you niggas in position, I can teach you niggas how to be great. But you niggas think because a nigga ain't got a lot of followers, subscribers, he don't know what he talking about. Like, I heard niggas say some of the most dumbest shit. But we ain't gonna get into that. Because I ain't here to save niggas. I'm here to laugh at niggas and watch them fail. That's my job, nigga. To expose arrogant niggas. I don't pick on little niggas. I don't got nothing to say about no up-and-coming. I'm here to expose the so-called big niggas. The ones that was in position, calling behind the scenes, getting niggas flagged. You heard? Them niggas. The ones that was getting niggas pages shut down because they seen talent coming up and they were scared somebody was going to take their spot. That's why I told you a lot of these niggas became y'all friend on YouTube because they want to shut you the fuck up and silence you. Now you can't focus on your own YouTube page because you worried about everybody else's YouTube page that's bigger than you. Y'all niggas still have not learned the game. Still haven't learned the game. Each man got to hold his own nuts, all right? Each woman got to tighten her own bra strap. You can't be riding other people's wave and thinking they're going to save you. It's not going to work. So my point is, Tasha K got her own app. She's about to drop the interview with her and Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh is mad. He's talking about suing like a little snitch-ass nigga he is. Or, in my opinion, all this shit could be a distraction, and they just throwing niggas astray anyway because we don't really care about neither one of them. And we know that in the last day, Pharaoh has nothing to say about black people. When that man got on that live about 365 days and told straight lies about how he gonna bang on a white man. He ready to bust his gun. He got all his family back, the sisters. He with the shits. Pharaoh got on live and told you niggas he was with the shit so many days he ain't playing. He gonna let it loose. He ready to fight. He gonna let that chopper go. He told you all this shit. But you see now he quiet. He crying like a bitch. And he talking about suing Tasha K. We also seen young Pharaoh make a mockery of the black family with all his fake-ass domestic violence disputes. Fake shit. A Buffalo nigga. So-called Buffalo nigga. But he's the same nigga that made himself look bad. And he made it like he had our back in the last day. But only a fool would have waited on young Pharaoh to save them. You understand? That's why his page is gone. See, another thing I think personally, is he shut his own page down so he ain't got to answer up to where all that money that he took. And what happened to all that money from them fake-ass schools and every fake scam he did, he don't got to answer to that. And he also shut down his page so y'all can't go to his page and contradict the shit he was saying and make videos about him. You see, young Pharaoh is a crafty young snake. He's a crafty reptile, all right? And that's why I say he's a suspect African nigga, because African niggas are slick. And let me clarify this too, because I told you I had a brother come at my neck about why you always talking bad about Africans. Let me clarify this shit. When I talk about dirty Africans, I'm talking about the dirty Africans that sold the Hebrews into slavery, my nigga. And when I'm talking about dirty Africans, I'm talking about Northern Africa. Ghana, Nigeria, to be specific, and Morocco, all right? Those are the three main places that had their hands in the pot of rounding niggas up and putting them on them ships. So let's not play. That's why Morocco, Ghana, and Nigeria, when they come here, they're treated better than you, and them niggas be on their feet way before you. Because I told you, dumb niggas, the Moors sold you out from over there and over here. And their job here is still to keep you down. That's why you'll see the Moors hate Hebrews. I'm not going to say it no more for you dumbass niggas, all right? The only purpose of the Moors is to hate on Hebrews. That's it. That's what they get paid to do. That's why they got that Morocco flag and you see that American flag. But you're going to see that them niggas is out the loop and they look like government officials, all right? Whenever they put on their clothes, they look like government officials. They don't look nothing like us when you see a Moor. Only thing a Moor is a master of a costume, all right? He's a nigga that want to be from Africa, but what y'all don't understand is the history of this shit. And for my smart people, y'all know what I'm talking about, but for my dumb people, I'm explaining a little bit, all right? Northern Africa and Europe are related. They are family. You was taught about color, but it's about bloodline, dummy. Northern Africa and the Europeans are family. You was always taught that Europeans rape and violate black people or Africans, but that's not true. They don't always violate. A lot of times they made agreements and they got together and they had a plan. And when they conspired them plans, they was against certain people. And the people who I'm talking about know who the fuck I'm talking about. But Ghana, the kings of Ghana, the kings of Nigeria, all right, had their hands in the pot. And it's called the Gold Coast or the Slave Coast, for those that don't know. And these are the motherfuckers that sold us out. And I'm going to tell you another jewel. All this shit could be proven because the castles in which they held us at are still in these places, and tourists still come to see where they sold our ass at. Or I'm going to say where they sold our ancestors. I'm not going to say I was sold from over there, but I'm going to say my ancestors, a portion of them was sold in these locations. Those castles are still here to this day, where they was torturing niggas before they put them on them boats. They still here in Ghana and Nigeria and things of them nature, and they still show them off. So when you Nigerian and you Ghana niggas come to America and you trying to play like you our friend, nigga, but really you trying to line us up, those are the ones I call dirty Africans. So when I see polite, I see a dirty African. I don't see a cool brother, all right? Now, the Africans that come here and they acknowledge what happened, they know who we are, they're not ashamed of who they are, and they keep it real, I respect and love those Africans. But I don't like the ones that try to come here and be us, but try to really destroy us at the same time. They want our spot, but they want us gone. And the Moors were the main ones that helped Christopher Columbus get around them ships. The Moors was the ones, when they got here, he was the one, the Moors was doing the navigation for Christopher Columbus. They was the ones telling where we was at, telling how we talk, telling how we look, telling our customs, showing them where we at. Because you got to remember, whenever the crackers came to get us, they couldn't withstand those hot temperatures. So they always had to go get their African brothers to come help recruit us and smash on us. Because when it was hot, they needed other niggas with melanin to do the dirty work. That's what I'm trying to tell you niggas. You've been lied to about a lot of shit. I'm going to say it again. Ghana, Nigeria, and Morocco had their hands in niggas getting on them slave ships. That's why when they come here, they treat it like royalty and they treat it better than you. Because Northern Africa is family to the Europeans. They are related through bloodline of Japheth, all right? That's why you keep getting confused with all this African shit and this black shit. You don't know who the fuck you are. Because like I said, it's one group of people on the planet that don't know who the fuck they are. They're going to claim everything else but who they are because they don't know. And they want to read everything else. They want to gossip about everything else, but they won't read one book that's free. That's why them niggas are going to stay in bondage. That's why they told you about only a certain people going to make it off and a lot of niggas going to die. And I ain't going to water it down. I'm going to keep that shit a band with you. A lot of niggas are going to die, all right? And they're going to die at their own ignorance. And it's that simple. But these dirty Africans are in America playing roles that they're your friend when they're the same ones that know who you are, they know where the fuck you came from, and they're trying to make sure your ass don't rise. So the biggest secret is when you come in from Ghana or Nigeria, the way we visit the Statue of Liberty or we visit Central Park, things of that nature. I'm talking about the way we visit tourism here in their country. Niggas come visit where we got sent off as slaves at. They kept the castles up where we got tortured at and sent on boats. They still got all that shit right now. For those who don't fucking believe it, for all you dumb niggas that don't want to believe it, it's all still there. So anytime when they come, before they put it like this, before they come to America, all they got to do is go get motivated off them goddamn castles and understand that when they come to America, the people y'all come to compete with, all them niggas are slaves. So they already know we slaves. That's why when they come here, they cocky, arrogant, they don't respect you. Because they know back home in their country, nigga, we still got the buildings where y'all niggas was tortured at and broke. We still got the buildings where we shipped y'all dumb ass off at. That's why when they come in, they start regulating shit. And it's simple. It ain't got nothing to do with race. This shit got to do with those who know and those that don't know. Has nothing to do with race. But like I said, it's a lot of niggas out here perpetrating a fraud, and y'all niggas are in bondage right now. I told you, anybody that did that PPP loan, anybody that scammed, you are in bondage. Because the 400-year period has already passed. Niggas are free right now. That's why anybody that got their shit together, you free. If you got your shit in order, you free right now. It's only the niggas that haven't been doing the right thing, they are back in bondage. And we know from the 13th Amendment, the only way you could be in slavery is through what? Criminal activity. Breaking the law is what make you a slave again, which was embedded after slavery. We know Lincoln put the paperwork in effect. And we know niggas are 3/5 of a human being. That's why when you get shot down like a dog, it's nobody gonna go to jail. Y'all niggas ain't get it yet, you fucking property. So you can protest all you fucking want. Long as you keep getting gunned down by police, you a property. 3/5 of a human being, just a little bit above an animal. That's why you're never gonna see a cop go to jail for killing a nigga. Because you are property. And once you break the law, you go back into slavery. Dummy. That's why you become state property. That's why you got to do whatever they tell you. Get up. It don't matter. You know once you locked up, you a slave. That's why I told you, niggas, those are the new slave ships, all right? It ain't no more fucking water. But matter of fact, we do know those penitentiaries like to sit on water or sit by the water most of the time. You dig? Those are the new slave ships. Y'all niggas don't understand that shit yet. The same way they put us on boats, the same way they put you niggas when you go to court on that same chain. That's how niggas go to court. That's the same way they put niggas on ships. But you niggas want to keep doing crime and keep ending up in RICOs. So therefore, you back in slavery, bondage, federal confederacy, federal confederacy. You get it? Slavery, dumb niggas. All that shit go hand in hand. But it's not my job to get on here and drop jewels on dumb niggas every day. That's not my job to get on here, drop a bunch of jewels, and get my shit shut down because niggas don't want to listen. You feel me? But y'all keep getting tricked by Africans, mainly the people from Ghana, Nigeria, and Morocco, Mauritania, as they say. The ones that was in the bed, you know, the Moors, they got kicked out of Spain because all they wanted to do was lay up and fuck white bitches, them. So when Christopher Columbus and the Queen and them got tired of them niggas and infiltrated on them, they kicked them niggas out and stole all their knowledge and information, took their documents, and that's when they started pillaging the land because the sloppy ass Moors wanted to just fuck white bitches and lay up. So when they got in power, they kicked them niggas out of there. And ever since then, the Moors have been flunkies to the white man. So don't get it twisted. I keep telling you niggas that. Moors are spies, all right? They are spies for the government. They just signed different paperwork. That's what I keep telling you niggas. Some niggas got paperwork and snitching. Some people don't. Some organizations are snitch organizations, meaning they are in place just to watch you and tell on you. That's it. And they get a check for it. That's it. Simple. So it's nothing for a nigga in an organization to start a YouTube page when the whole time he working for a whole nother entity. And his job is to watch you and make sure you ain't saying the right thing. Because if he do, he gonna discredit you. He gonna go tell. That's what y'all gotta watch out for. Watch out for these agent niggas. Now, and another thing I'm gonna tell you, man, it's nothing to have an agent on YouTube with a sponsored payroll, right? They're always going to make them look perfect. Most of the suspect agent niggas, they got the perfect setup. They got the clear camera. You feel me? They shit perfect. They got the right numbers, the right following. It looks authentic. That's how it's set up to be because you got to understand, when you're dealing with the feds and things of that nature, whatever role you playing, they will sponsor it with a big bankroll so you can look like the part you playing. That's why y'all niggas keep getting tricked. Y'all don't understand how much money goes into deceiving a nigga. They spend millions and millions of dollars on tricking people, and you keep getting tricked. So when I see a nigga on YouTube and he pushing agendas, especially that Morris bullshit, I already know he's a fucking opposition. And his whole job is to stop niggas from finding out who they really are and lead them astray through fake paperwork. That's why when you niggas change your name over and your government shit and all that, you become terrorists on paper. And they can run down on you at any given time. For you dumb niggas, I'm going to say it again, we from America. But I'm going to show you something how the average person that don't know who they are, they just ain't never been down south. Once you start learning about down south, you'll start learning about your real roots and on really why they was trying to keep niggas in the south on lockdown. And you'll start really learning all the ancient land is in the south. And up north was the Union, and there was a lot of European influence. And you'll learn that up north had the real races, and it is still racist to this day. Niggas think I'm playing. All right, let's talk about New York. How many niggas go to Howard Beach? I'll wait. Niggas know to this day, you still can't go to Howard Beach like that. It still might be somebody jump out of a car and hit you in the head with a bat. Niggas know that. Or you might get called a nigga. Let's go to Bensonhurst. Yeah, we know Bensonhurst. A lot of these places got little blacks walking around now in the millennium time, but for the most part, we know them niggas still racist, and they in New York. Racist as fuck. Whole neighborhoods are racist, known for killing niggas. Did Howard Beach not kill niggas in the 80s? And in Bensonhurst, the niggas not get killed like some down south slave shit, chased and beat up? Of course. Is Boston up north? Is Boston not racist as fuck? Yes, it is. We know about upstate New York. I'm trying to show you how you've been lied to and you've been tricked. Up north is the real racism, and down south, motherfuckers get along just fine. And I'm telling you because I know this for a fact, my nigga. All this shit you see is a game. And you got certain people in place to lead you astray. As long as you don't start calling yourself a Hebrew, you can call yourself whatever the fuck you want. You dig? And that's the rule. So you gotta know what's going on. And there's niggas in place to lead you astray. But my whole point is, it was an African distraction going on of people acting like they're you, but they not you. All right? And some of them come from Ghana, some of them come from Nigeria, and they're the ones that sold you out. And to prove it to you, a couple of years ago, the king of Ghana, or one of their leaders, came out and admitted the shit. He's sorry for what they did. But what y'all got to understand is when that 400-year process was up, all of them niggas started apologizing. And after that, you went on lockdown. Because you stupid. You don't know what's going on. Soon as you were supposed to be free, you got put on lockdown. And then you started scamming and marching, talking about Black Lives Matter and George Floyd. Then you went back on lockdown because you didn't know what time it was. And then certain people got paid, certain people laughing, and you still in the crib looking like a gump-ass nigga or a gump-ass chick, and you don't know what's going on because you waiting for Joe to look out for you. But you don't even know you got finesse and you got put back in bondage. That's what the fuck going on. I ain't gonna water that shit down. A lot of y'all niggas are back in bondage and you're a slave. Because until you pay that debt, or until you clear that time, you back in bondage. So this shit ain't about no shot or none of that. Niggas done put themselves on lockdown. And I'm just telling you what happened because you got tricked. All right? That's why you're going to see everybody in America doing better than you. You're going to see everybody in America having a time of their fucking life. You don't believe me? Watch the games. Watch the sports. Just that's an example of how the world is having so much fun. Because the world is learning how to function without niggas. They learning they don't need niggas' money no more. That's why they don't need you coming in their fucking store. All this was a test run to show you that they don't need you. It's that simple. See, we got used to throwing our money around and talking shit about our money. Walking in stores, spitting in people's face, putting our money on the counter, walking out. But now they say, nigga, we don't want y'all money. We got enough people here to replace y'all. And orange is the new black. You feel me? We don't need y'all. That's what's going on right now. But niggas don't want to comprehend the shit. We on the back burner, all right? We on the fucking back burner. There's nobody coming to save you. That's why I told you in the scripture, nigga, you ain't gonna be able to buy, trade, or sell. And it also told how nobody gonna come to help you or save you. Nobody coming to help the black man and woman with that title. Nobody's coming to help the American nigga, so you can hang that shit up. That's why they here to just watch the show and take all your shit. That's why you see your hood getting remixed, nigga. I'm gonna keep it a band. Your hood is getting remixed right in your face. Fuck the gentrification. They remixing your shit, and you ain't got nothing to say, nothing to do with it. You seeing big fly buildings getting put up, all type of new shit. But you was living in poverty for years, nigga. You was going through it for years on that block. Now you see the block getting cleaned up since you got put on lockdown. You seeing shit changing while you on lockdown. Because you niggas don't want to figure shit out. You want to be followers. You think everybody got the answer to your success. Everybody got the remedy. And you've been wasting time with your whole life. But you ain't know the people that was leading you astray was agents the whole time. Playing a role with a costume on. Like I said it again, I'm going to say it for those who ain't hear me. Any nigga could put on a costume and play a role, and niggas going to start following them and believe that's their savior. Because that's how low we got. Niggas would do all of that instead of just picking up one book that's free. That's free. The book is free, got all the answers in it, but you won't pick that book up. You rather do everything else. That's why you keep getting whipped like a slave. That's why every day you fucked up in the game, because everybody know your history except for you. You think you a rapper. You think you a gangbanger. You don't even know your bloodline. You don't even know you come from royalty. You just running around doing low-level shit. And I'm going to get into that too. That's going to be my last way out. I'm going to give y'all a jewel. Every day before I leave, I'm going to leave y'all with a jewel. Being that I talk about the dumb shit, I talk about fuck shit sometimes, but I'm going to make sure every time I leave, I'm going to leave the family with a jewel. Because each one teach one, care one, share one, and I'm going to keep enforcing that. You feel me? I'm going to show you how to bring people together the right way without agendas or trying to sell niggas something. You feel me? I'm going to show you how to do it without trying to sell niggas something. Because niggas love to proud on a black dollar. Niggas always want to sell you something or push something to you or tell you why you need to fuck with them. Niggas want you to fuck with them on one hand, then on the other hand, they want to dispose you. You understand? That's what niggas do. So let me let the chat shine. Let me let the chat shine a little bit. Pardon me. You heard? Let's get it. Shout out to the chat. Salute to everybody on a pull-up. And I see NYB said, ain't no Jesus. Well, that's for you to find out, my nigga. Because, like I said, niggas spend so much time worried about if it was a Jesus or not, that it's certain people already know the truth. Like I say, the world know your truth better than you. So, like I said, I grew up the same way. Nigga, you talking to a nigga when Jehovah's Witness knocked on my door, I used to ball this shit up and throw that shit back at them. I did that before. I was a little fucking demon, all right? Niggas would knock on my door, put this shit under the door or knock on it, and then when they turn their back, I close the door and then throw that shit back at them. I used to do savage shit when I was a little nigga. You couldn't tell me about none of that Jesus Christ shit, none of that. But see, I'm gonna tell you something. Those that's supposed to know gonna know. Those that don't know, you ain't in the loop, and you gonna go where you supposed to go at, nigga. That's it. That's why y'all suffering. That's it. I ain't got to explain. It ain't my job to explain whether this man was real or not. Because you've been told, yeah, we know what you've been told. But I'm going to tell you another thing you dumb niggas never learned. You dumb niggas never studied the bloodline. Because when the Bible start going into them nations, you start not wanting to read it because you don't understand them words. Therefore, dumb niggas didn't follow the bloodline. Therefore, they don't even know what's going on. So if you never study, if you put it like this, if you don't know, far as when it start getting into the Canaanites, the Moabites, when it start getting all that type talk, if you ain't following that talk, of course you's a dumb nigga and you don't even know that these were real people on the planet and these are real bloodlines. See, you don't know that. You was told lies, you never did no research, and you's a dumb nigga. Part of my expression, but I gotta keep it real. You feel me? Everything you was told was a fucking lie. Everything you was told was in reverse. So it's up for you to reverse that shit. It's up for you to figure it out. Can't no other man reverse your fucked up life. That's why niggas don't understand when you following, going to churches, joining mosques, that ain't gonna help you until you see the truth within yourself. And you don't understand that the whole world know who you are except for you. That's why you every religion except for who you are, and you a dumb nigga that don't know you. Some of you was captured off that slave coast, the Gold Coast, and you was rounded up and shipped over here. And these same people that shit you up over here, they sit here and they're in your hood right now laughing at you. They know who you are. They know your bloodline. They know what time it is, but your stupid ass don't. That's why you're gonna keep suffering, my nigga. So for everybody in the chat, everybody that pulled up, I'm gonna keep it so real with you. If you don't believe certain shit, nigga, that's on you. If you want to waste a lot of energy bashing Jesus, nigga, that's on you. You dig? But you gotta understand, it was many a great men on this planet and many a great individual that did great things. But what I'm gonna tell you, when you come to that Bible, nigga, that ain't just no big fairy tale. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Those that know what I'm talking about. All right? But everything ain't for everybody. Because you can give a fool a book with all the answers to the test, and he's still gonna fail. You got niggas that can read but still don't comprehend, because reading and comprehension are two different things. They taught you that shit in fucking kindergarten. But I'm gonna be real, it's a lot of niggas that cannot read, and there's a lot of niggas that cannot read and comprehend. Those are the ones that have to follow. Just like back in the days when you was dumb or ignorant, you couldn't read the language, they had to read it to you, and you had to go for what they told you. And you got niggas in 2021 still going off what somebody told them because they too dumb to read on their own. And that's why black people are going to burn the fire, and I'm not mad. The ones that's going to burn are supposed to burn. That's what it is, because we know we got dead weight, and we know we got agents and a lot of opposition that's stopping us from growing. And that's all I'm saying. So when you see people like Young Pharaoh, Tasha K, those are people put in place to lead you astray, feed you a bunch of bullshit, and then say they represent black people. But the whole time, Tasha K's husband is an African. 9 times out of 10, he's from Nigeria or Ghana, and his ancestors are the ones that sold us out. Period. I debate any one of you niggas, any which way, any one of you conscious niggas, I will destroy a conscious nigga. Every conscious nigga on here has told you nothing but lies and bullshit for money. That's a fact. But it's not my job. They'll not come on YouTube and not niggas hustle. I'm not going to be like these weirdos that make a video about a nigga every day trying to discredit them. All right? I'm going to say what I got to say in one bar, and I'm going to destroy them niggas. That all these niggas on YouTube claiming conscious have been lying and finessing to you. It's simple, because they know you do not know who you are, and their whole job is to lead you astray, and it worked. That's why you'll see today, not one of these conscious niggas can give you no information about what's about to happen for 2022, and they can't tell you what's going on now, and if they know, they can't speak on it because them niggas under oath, right? We'll keep it simple. A lot of these niggas are under oath, and they sold out for a check, and their whole job is to lead you astray. Period. That's why they on YouTube. None of these conscious niggas have no knowledge, because they not telling you about how niggas got kidnapped off that Gold Coast. But what they ain't gonna tell you is that Northern Africa and Europe are family. That's why you're gonna see whenever some fuck shit happening to us, it always got to do with Northern Africa. You heard about we was in bondage in Egypt. You heard about the Egyptians, slime buckets, right? They pimped the Hebrews to do all that work. Know that. When we came to America, who was there? Who was helping? The Moors. Who got pimped to build America? The Hebrews. Pimped the Hebrews to build up America. Then the Moors got mad because America promised them some shit and they ain't get it. To this day, they still crying like bitches about why America don't want to acknowledge them, because they already used you niggas. They don't need you no more. You just another nigga now. All right? So I'm trying to tell you that shit. They sold us out. Whenever they sold us out, why you think Gaddafi in Libya, Northern Africa, before he died, he apologized. He said he was sorry for slavery, because Northern Africa sold us out. They're in bed with the Europeans because that's their family. Why do you think Gaddafi apologized and he was trying to start a whole new Africa Union? Gaddafi was trying to put himself in position so he could help the people he violated. But they didn't want us to patch in with Gaddafi. And y'all niggas thought because Farrakhan was cool with Gaddafi, you thought Farrakhan was cool with you. No, Farrakhan got cool with Gaddafi to block your blessings. That's why Chicago's still poor. That's why all around the world niggas still getting killed like dogs, and the Nation of Islam ain't doing nothing, because their whole job is to block your blessings and make you think you Islamic, to make you think you an Arab, to make you think you supposed to be banging your head on the ground all day. That's these niggas' job. See, bang your head on the ground, pray all day, just don't know who you are, just don't start claiming who you are, and when we all right. See, name of the game. This shit go back to after slavery. It go back to the early 1920s when blacks started waking up. You seen Bumpy Johnson, you seen Harlem, you seen when Harlem started coming up, and all around the world blacks started coming up, not only in money and power, but you got to understand this is also the time around Black Wall Street. Y'all niggas also got to understand in North Carolina, they had this own Black Wall Street. They don't talk about that. Actually, North Carolina was bigger than Tulsa. Niggas don't know that because they're not going to tell you, dummy. At this time, black people was becoming so successful, they had to come up with ways to lead us astray, and it was called the Morris Science Temple. Niggas like Farah Divine, Nation of Islam, they wanted you to start being everything instead of claiming you as natives of this land and claiming you as Hebrew. They wanted you to claim everything else, and that shit started in the early 1920s, which was a couple years after slavery, when niggas started getting back in power. Niggas started getting in power through bootlegging, running numbers. You hear me? We was getting in power off the books because we didn't need the government for shit at this time, and it was no welfare. And in the South, we was landowners because niggas had bought their freedom from indentured service. In the South, niggas had land. Early 1920s, we was balling. Then who come around? Marcus Garvey with that fake ass shit, trying to get us to go back to Africa. Noble Drew Ali came on with that magic costume and started making you think you was from Africa too. You this, you that, you Moorish. Then Nation of Islam came and started telling you you supposed to worship Father Muhammad, a white man, and some extra shit with some suspect shit about his mother. He was half and white, and all this shit was bullshit to lead you astray. Because at that same time in the 20s, in Detroit, Chicago, New York, niggas was waking up. Jersey, all these places, we was waking up and we was getting power. The jazz, don't forget about the jazz. Duke Ellington, we had jazz on lock. It was movements going on behind the scenes in the early 1920s, as they call a roaring 1920s, when black people started shining and coming up, and we had more money than crackers at this time. Then you'll see they started some shit called what? The Great Depression. Then everything fell again. Kind of like right now, right? You'll see before this happened, we was at our highest level. You feel me? Look at all the entertainers, how high they was. Everybody was at a high level. All these executives. Black people was doing good before the pandemic hit. Now look what happened. They reshuffled the deck. Some people got to start back over. Niggas ain't in the same position they was in 2 years ago. But you're going to see every couple of years when black people start rising up, nigga, they're going to reshuffle the deck and niggas going to go back to zero, nigga. And that's the game they play. We go back to zero and they get a boost. You see, for every nigga that scammed during this pandemic or did some foul shit, it was another race of Americans that wasn't fucked up, that did the right thing. So when they got their money, it was all bonuses and boost up for their checks. That's it. Pardon me. But like I said, you'll see certain people came up in the pandemic and certain people fell. Now let's look. All the people that was already in position in the pandemic, they came up. All of the people that came in as immigrants in the pandemic, they came up. They got access to new programs. They're going to get help. And that's just what it is. And what I'm trying to tell you, it's always been a game being played so niggas can't come up. As soon as you try to come up, they're going to reshuffle the deck. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And it's a proof this happened in the early 1920s, and it's always been other organizations sponsored by the white man coming in disguise to take you down. That's why I said all that Morris Science Temple of America shit is bogus. Government checked out, you feel me? Nation of Islam is bogus. And that's what they just bogus. Now, when it comes to knowledge and information, don't get it fucked up. I learned through them channels, you feel me? I was 5%. I learned through these, but you got to understand, you're supposed to learn knowledge from the cradle to the grave. You're not supposed to stay stuck in nothing too long, especially if after a while this shit don't make sense. And black people are only people that do that. We get trapped in one thing and think that's the end all be all when you're supposed to always seek knowledge. So my point is this. A lot of shit, niggas been brainwashed and they've been led astray. And they stand on that shit, but they have no deal. Let me make this clear to you niggas that deal with Islam. I'm going to say it one more time. Arabs do not like niggas, all right? Arabs do not like black people. They only like you for your fucking money, all right? Their whole purpose was to enslave you back in the day. And one of the ways they slaved you when you didn't get down or lay down, motherfucker, is you had to join by faith with that sword to your neck. You had to be transitioned over to Islam. See, when you're looking at an Arab, whenever you see a black Muslim, he looks at you like a convert. You're just a couple steps above an infidel. You're a convert. When an Arab see a black man with a big beard, dressed up, it don't matter. He look at you as a convert. He do not respect you. He only use you to join his mosque and spend money in his stores, nigga. That's it. That's why you'll see how dirty Arabs treat the rest of your people like shit. And I'm telling you, as a nigga that dealt with it all, and it's certain, I can speak Arabic too, all right? So I'm telling you what the fuck I know. That's when I was a little nigga, now I'm grown. The Arab don't fucking like you, all right? He only want to sell you backwoods, blunts, beers, play your numbers, buy some liquor, and buy your kids some bullshit ass chips and bullshit little Debbies. That's the only thing the Arab gonna do for you, and the Arab don't give two fucks about you, nigga. Know that. Because he know who you are, and he knows his people had their hands in the pot and getting your ass over here. Now you understand why the Arab come here and do better than you. All this is by design. See, the same people that had their hands in your captivity, they bring them over here and put them in positions in your hood to keep you in traptivity. You get it? So now you always see why the Africans controlled the bootleg. Remember when we was bootlegging CDs and DVDs and we couldn't even have that hustle to ourselves because the Africans was the plug. They was the number one bootleggers, bootlegging shit. They also used the rappers to do what? Bootleg these rappers. When these rappers was trying to get these deals and they shit wasn't selling because they had the Africans undermining rap niggas, so they always would stay in debt to the record company. The record company was going to the Africans, bootlegging your shit, so when you rap, you gonna fail. You hear me? That's how they was trapping these dumb niggas. Like, you went to Def Jam and got $1 million for that album, but that same Def Jam nigga sold that album to the Africans for $200,000, and therefore they put it out before your shit dropped. You got bootleg, your shit ain't sell, and you was in debt, which is bondage. See? They've been playing this game. They only put these foreigners in your hood to keep you in traptivity. Because the same ones that put you in captivity, they come to your hood now and keep you in traptivity. That's why you're going to see the Guyanese, not the Guyanese, but people from Ghana, Africans from Ghana, Africans from Nigeria, and you're going to see niggas claiming Morocco and things of that nature in your neighborhood. And they got more power in your neighborhood than you. We know this. But that's their reward, and that's their job, is to keep black niggas down. And they get paid nice checks, and they all good, all right? But you thought when Africans came here, they was poor and they was fucked up. No, a lot of them niggas come here from royalty. They come in from royalty and they play the game. That's why I'm going to break down why they put out the movie Coming to America. That was the clown niggas once again. That was the smack in your face. To let you know, they showed you in the first Coming to America how they come here as kings, infiltrate, learn our ways, and then fuck our bitches. That's what they do. Disclaimer, all right? Allegedly. But that's what they do. They just want to come here and smash your chicks. How many? All right, my niggas. How long have Africans been coming to this country marrying people for money? How long have they been coming here giving black women money to get married? Have not these Africans been doing this shit for over 20 years? But when they come marry these ratchet black bitches, they get set up, they get to the bag, and we know they send all that money back home. But when they come here, they are not broke and fucked up. They come here and they play roles. You cannot be from Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and be poor and come to America, all right? The plane ticket alone costs money. That's what y'all niggas don't understand. They come here, they play broke roles, and they infiltrate, and next thing you know, by the time you look up, they doing better than you because they being helped. The Northern Africans are family to the Europeans. That's the last time I'm gonna say that shit. Y'all niggas was tricked to think it was a lot of raping and killing. No, the white man did not rape and pillage the whole world. Some black nations are his bloodline. All right? But like I said, you goofy ass niggas never studied the book. Therefore, you don't know. And that's why a dumb nigga can jump in my comments and tell me who real and who ain't real. He don't even know what's up. He the same nigga that don't know nothing. I'm not trying to dish you, homie. I'm just keeping it real that niggas got to educate themselves and think before they speak out their mouth. It's one book in this world that's free, but niggas won't read it. That's why the saying came, whenever you want to keep something from a nigga, you put it in a book. But they was talking about a particular book that you can hide everything in. And niggas ain't gonna read it, and it's free. Niggas used to buy Source magazine, Word Up magazine. Niggas will buy everything, every book. Niggas will buy 48 Laws of Power, 33 Laws of Destruction, but it's one book that's free and niggas won't learn it. Niggas know Sun Tzu, Art of War. Niggas will tell you about Machiavelli. Niggas will tell you about everything. One book that's free, all the truth, knowledge, answers. Niggas won't read that. Because I'm showing you how niggas are retarded, niggas sick out their fucking mind, and that's why they decided to put niggas in a ditch. Just being real. And I ain't no nigga, so I ain't going in no ditch. And my peoples ain't stupid. They ain't going in no ditch, right? Only you peanut gallery niggas, y'all gonna be in ditches. Y'all gonna be in soil like planters' peanuts, all right? The peanut gallery eventually ends up back in the soil like a peanut brain motherfucker, because y'all niggas ain't gonna be around for the new millennium. That's what it is. Take it or leave it. Go watch Demolition Man. You think I'm playing. Y'all niggas missed that too. Demolition Man is the movie that showed you how shit was gonna be in the last day. But when you seen Denzel with that blonde hair, you thought it was crazy. What's niggas doing right now? Walk around with what? Blonde hair. When you seen he went into that museum and it was ancient and it was going back into how niggas used to be in the hood, niggas used to be on the planet, he was the last nigga left, then you'll see why we dealing with Demolition Man right now and niggas about to be extinct. You won't understand what's going on. I'm gonna be the one to tell you niggas without trying to make a dollar on what time it is. It's over for a lot of you niggas. It's no more false hope. All right? And ain't no nigga got the answers because these niggas don't know what's going on. The niggas that know what's going on, shh, they under oath. They can't tell you. All right? So that's where we at right now. And the last thing I'm going to get into, and I'm going to give you niggas a jewel, my brothers and sisters, on the different mentalities you got to look for, or the different mentalities in life. You got the bird mentality, which is the eagle or the hawk. And then you got the snake mentality, which is a reptile or a serpent. These two mental capabilities are always going to show itself. These two mental energies are always going to exist. Some of us have the flying, soaring through the air, wind mentality, and some niggas always going to have that crawling on the ground, sliding around mentality. It's always going to be like that. One thing you got to understand, birds fly. Birds can go on water. Birds can go on the ground. All a snake can do is crawl on the ground. That's it. A snake can't fly. You feel me? And if he ain't an anaconda, he can't live in water. So a snake only could do but so much. And a snake has to crawl around and feed off the people and feed off what's going on a ground level. See, the only time you can get infiltrated by a snake is when you're on an animal level or you're on a ground level. Now, my people that deal with high intellect, think shit out, plan their life out, plan out their day, strategize everything they do. Those are the ones with the vision of an eagle or a hawk. These are the people that set their eyes on the prize and they stay focused no matter what. No distractions. Nobody can stop them. Nobody can clip their wings because they're going to stay fly individuals. You feel me? And some of my brothers and sisters, they're going to always be fly. You hear me? You can't stop somebody from flying that want to fly. You get me? But you always going to have snakes and serpents. Those are the ones that's always going to try to be around and get what they can get. Even if it's just them getting in your ear, getting in your head, turning you against somebody. It's some people always going to be cool with that. It's some people always going to want you to stay where they at on their level, and that's a low level. Because we're going to get into some chakra play. We know when you're dealing with the top of the chakra, you at your highest point. But when you're dealing with them low chakras, you on an animal level, and you might as well be walking around on the ground. See, anytime you chase material shit, pussy, sex, you always want to eat. You eat any fucking thing. You don't even read ingredients. You just indulge in all type of savage activities. You living on an animal level. And animal level niggas, Usually the ones that's indulged in hip hop and they like to hang around a bunch of snakes. Those are the niggas that be around bad bitches and all that. Low level individuals. They love that dirty shit. Like, it's a pandemic, but you're gonna notice this. Some people still gotta be in a house full of people. Some people still gotta be passing blunts, smoking blunts with a lot of people, still sharing bottles. Those are the low level individuals. They always gonna be that. Some people love to be in that dirty environment. Do you believe that some people are still getting burnt in 2021? Is people still scorching out here, burning and shit like that? Because we have low-level individuals. These are the people that'll fuck each other. They fuck without condoms. They'll fuck your best friend, fuck your sister. They lay in bed, lie, cheat, steal. These are low-level individuals. They from that serpent bloodline. They from that others. Them niggas are reptilians. They come around you, they put on different faces, they switch up. And a lot of times, these are the motherfuckers that got on fresh clothes. They wear a lot of jewelry, they wear nice cars, but they always on the low level shit, you see? You got some people that be in G4s, you got some niggas gonna always ride around to the day they die, they gonna be in them cars. A lot of them niggas, they go live in their car, they do it all in their car. They go live from the car, they fuck bitches in their car. Those are low level individuals. Those are snakes and serpents. They always in the hood, they always on the back blocks. Those are niggas that don't like to be on fly shit. They don't like fly shit. They don't like clean shit. They don't like to go on trips, and they don't like to do nothing great. Y'all got to understand that, because some people only can exist around the dirt and the slime and the fuckery. That fuels a snake and a serpent. They love what the scripture said. You will forever crawl around on your belly like a worm. Some niggas will forever crawl around the hood on their belly like a worm. Those are the niggas always posting in front of the store, always acting like they selling drugs, but they ain't even making no money. They gonna go in the crib, get money from shorty, act like they flipping it, come home broke with a story. Those are your low-level niggas. Those are the niggas always gonna be on their belly like a fucking worm. You feel me? The nigga that say he a man but always want to hold some shit. Always got a reason why he can't feed his kids but want to borrow $40. Those niggas will always be on their belly like a worm. And remember, worms love to be around the garden. When the garden is growing, the worms are the ones that fuck up the garden. They go in there, start eating on shit and fucking up what you got going on. See, it's always, that's that same energy though. Worms, snakes, they all got the same energy. You'll see them in the hood clear as day. Now, the fly niggas, the people that deal with the eagle eye or the bird energy, those are the niggas that swoop through the hood. You feel me? The niggas that's fly got their shit together, but when they come through the hood, they swoop through. You feel me? They might come out of nowhere. Like, you might got your homeboy, he doing big things. You might not see him till he just knock on your door, come through, beat the horn, come out, son, let's go. Boom, boom. Those your fly niggas. They come through, they show their love in the hood, they spread love, they leave that good energy, then they fly out because they got shit to do. They got places to go, people to see. That's that eagle mentality. That's that bird mentality. You feel me? That's that fly shit. Because you got to remember, the eagle and the hawk is the only species that can look directly into the sun and not get blinded. That's why it's on the back of that dollar bill. That's why people that's about their money be on that fly shit. They be on that eagle and hawk shit. You feel me? You got to know the difference. And yes, we do have vultures. Vultures fly, and some niggas do have a vulture mentality, and they just want to swoop down on the dead. Meaning, those are the niggas that just want to take advantage of certain situations and be out. You do have vultures too. But even a vulture nigga is smarter than a snake nigga, because a vulture know when he get what he got to get, he get up out of there. But see, a snake and a worm will forever crawl on their belly. So when you see these niggas talking about they outside, it's because a lot of these niggas are stuck outside because they forever have to crawl on their belly like a worm around a hood and be snakes. That's the only way they can survive. You got to understand that. Snakes and serpents only can survive in the dirt. That's why it will always be snakes and serpents in the hood. And there's nothing you can do about it but keep your foot on their fucking neck. That's it. You see a snake, you put your foot on his neck. That's why when I see a clown nigga and I know he a snake, my foot on neck. Foot on neck. It's that simple when you see a snake. Because it's hard to shoot a bird down. You feel me? It's harder to shoot a bird down. We know this. So that's what my whole point to say is, when you're dealing with that eagle eye, or you're dealing with that hawk mentality, or we want to say, some might say Horus or Heru energy, That's when we on fly time. That's when we on go time. That's when we at our highest apex of thinking, and that's when we at our highest level of getting shit done. So that's my explanation I wanted to tap into on different instincts of individuals and how our ancestors knew this. That's why a lot of information was coded through animals. So when you see certain animals, they represent different energies and different entities. But some niggas will always have that serpent mentality. The same serpent that was in that garden is the same serpent on the planet doing this thing. And he has family. And he taught his family very well. And these niggas are always around, and they all around. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's the jewel of the day. Smart niggas riddle me this, riddle me that. Y'all know what time it is. You heard? Salute to the chat, and I'm going to let the chat shine. You heard? That's what it is. That's right. That's why Isis had wings and represents the crown chakra, the view from the top. Right in the zack. See? People pull up here, they know what time it is. And all my subscribers match my viewership with showing you I got a real following. All right? I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet, just to let you niggas know. So when you see my videos, just know how my videos are starting to match with my subscribers, because my subscribers are real and they really tap in. This ain't no following shit. This ain't no cult bullshit. And like I said, you lame niggas check in, all right? But just shut up and pay attention. And on that note, I'm about to check out in a minute. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing else, because a lot of time, as soon as I sign out, I'll forget some shit. I had it right here and I forgot the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's one more thing I know. It's something else I know I'm missing. Hold up. Hold up. I'm going to just give a recap. We're going to give a recap about Machine Gun Kelly and how he don't want to be black no more. Because it ain't convenient to be a rapper and you ain't making no money. You can't go on tour. So M.G.K, he don't want to be black no more. He don't want to do rap music. He doing punk rock, and he walking around looking suspect like he down with the Rainbow Coalition. And all this happened to him after motherfucking Eminem eated that boy career. Eminem torched that boy and finished him. He don't want to rap no more. So we're going to say rest in peace to Machine Gun Kelly for trying to be a rapper, but he realized that shit didn't work, and he got to do something else now. Just like a lot of these other rappers going to do, they're going to realize their career's over, and them niggas got to start doing R&B because half them niggas already singing anyway. So rest in peace, M.G.K. He don't want to be black no more, right? It's not profitable. It's not beneficial. He's out of there. And I'm going to post the picture up when I'm finished. The next thing I touched up on was BMF on how it was Black Mafia family. It was Big Meech family, but we know in the last days that shit was just blowing money fast. Because at the end of the day, all they was doing was wasting money on a account of a lot of ATL niggas. And I'm gonna say it was the dumb Atlanta niggas, the Bozo gang, that really made Black Mafia family hot. Because a lot of them niggas was doing side deals and extra activity behind Big Meech back. They was doing shootings, stupid shit that got him indicted. And then they turned around, was going to testify on him. So Big Meech had to take a plea deal. But don't get it twisted. It was them Atlanta niggas that did all that fucking telling. Let's not get it confused. Them Atlanta niggas told on Big Meech and brought down the whole shit. And they connected all the dots. Yes, we know his brother Terry was running his mouth on that line, but it was the Atlanta niggas that made Black Mafia family hot. They was the ones that made Big Meech hot. And that's why once he got to Atlanta, it was just blowing money fast. They was on no more mafia time. Once them niggas put up the billboards and all that and had them goofy Atlanta niggas running around shooting, them niggas was doing drug deals and Lamborghinis and shit like that. Stupid shit. That was them niggas. And like I said, we ain't giving Young Jeezy no pass because we know he was riding that ship too until that shit went down. Then we see he ran up under Jay-Z and Puff Daddy. So let's not play. And we know that Young Jeezy got a nice reward for bringing down BMF as well. But niggas ain't gonna say Young Jeezy ain't no snitch because he ain't on no paperwork. You feel me? Like I told you, you dumb niggas, you got tricked with the paperwork game. You think just because nobody name ain't on paperwork, they ain't tell. We'll keep thinking that, and we'll see how far you niggas go. So that's why I said in the last day, BMF was just blowing money fast, and they were just an Atlanta bozo criminal organization at that point. Because them Atlanta niggas was doing dumb shit, and Blue Da Vinci one of them. He was the main nigga with them blue flags. He was the main nigga throwing up Crip, and then all of them niggas called him the Black Mafia Crip family. That was Blue Da Vinci punk ass. So don't get it fucked up. That boy walking around, and he's a snitch too, allegedly. All right? You can't party with the gang. You can't do big things with the gang. Fuck bitches, spend a lot of money, go in designer stores, take G4 flights, and when the gang go down, nigga, you don't even get 6 months. You don't even get 12, 13 months. You get nothing. That's how we know you got a clearance, all right? And we know that the feds are still taking care of you to this day. Niggas like Blue Da Vinci, because you did a good job on bringing down Big Meech and the whole organization. So they're going to take care of you for the rest of your life, just like they did niggas like Sammy the Bull. But at least Sammy the Bull kept it gangster and admitted it. That's why the other day I told you niggas, you can't really knock a man once he living his truth. We only shame cowards and lying ass niggas and niggas who arrogant. If a man living his truth, you don't get no points by bashing a man living in his truth because he already admitted it. If a man living his truth at that point and you got a problem with it, you might as well just beat him up. If you ain't gonna beat a man up or you ain't gonna put no hands on a man that's living his truth, you gotta let it be. Because after a while, you're going to start looking like a clown-ass nigga because you keep worried about a nigga that done redeemed himself already. You feel me? And that's all I got to say. BMF brought that shit on their own self, fucking around Atlanta. If he stayed in maybe Detroit or somewhere else, maybe Black Mafia family would still be around, but it was them gump-ass niggas in ATL that really brought that shit down because at that point, they were just blowing money fast and they were some stupid-ass niggas, all right? And I'm going to say at that point, Big Meech, he was lacking because he was trying to be a rapper too, hanging around them rap niggas, and you see that's when he failed. Once he started hanging around Fabulous and all this extra shit, you'll see he failed. All right? And I ain't saying Fabulous had nothing to do with it, but we got to understand Fabulous was in bed with BMF on a regular around this whole time. All right? He was around them niggas hard. But that's enough for that. The next thing I spoke on was Red Bull and the crisis in America and how it's cocaine in a can and it's AKA Molly juice, all right? So for all you motherfuckers that's hooked on Red Bull, please start taking steps to get off of that because there ain't no rehabs for niggas hooked on Red Bull, all right? Cocaine in a can, baby. That's what you niggas hooked on. So get up off that shit. Drink you some coffee, nigga. Go to Dunkin', Starbucks, start fucking with some natural coffee bean, and you'll get natural caffeine. Drink natural caffeine and get you some pH balanced water, and I guarantee you, you will be through the fucking roof with the proper rest. I promise you. You heard? Word up. Father Jimmy James. I'm about to get up out of here, and like I said, thank everybody for pulling up. Y'all know I got more to come. You feel me? We're going to stay lit. We're going to stay doing our thing. I want everybody to have a good day. Salute to everybody in the chat I didn't get a chance to go to, but I had to stay focused for this one right here. I had to get the people what they want and what niggas need because a lot of misconceptions, a lot of shit is screwed up, and we got to put things in perspective. Everything always got to be about beefing and all that. But I got to keep foot on neck because our people are selling us out for checks, money orders, PayPal, and YouTube views. And they selling us out, my nigga. And they what when I keep saying niggas wouldn't do forever, I mean that shit. I can see it and smell it. I be smelling niggas through the computer. You got motherfuckers willing to do whatever for some money and some fame. With that note, I'm up out of here and I'm gonna say good day. 1.